Brand new banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I can dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is the legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's review, turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
He collapsed with the kick.
That's what I was doing. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
And he's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
There he
goes.
goes.
Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's fucking Thursday night. You know what that means? It's Wrestling with Knuckleheads, and there's only one night to talk about wrestling. That's Thursday night. Any other night you talk about wrestling, it is invalid. You feel me? The Knuckleheads are here, and we are here to address some of the stupidity. And that's right, I said it. I said stupid. I know it's 2025, and you're not allowed to use words when you speak, but I'm old school. I'll use words when I speak. We're here to address the stupidity of the fucking non-fans that watch wrestling. Oh, shit, there's an update for my TV. Oh, it's not an update. It's policies. Man, I'm in the middle of a goddamn stream. You're going to tell me about my policies for my TV. It turns on, it show picture, I watch picture. That's the policy that my TV needs to work by. Anyway, yeah, man. Some of these fans, or some of these people, they got used to crying and fucking being heard. Right? Yeah, squeaky wheel gets the oil, or the squeaky wheel gets the grease. We're in 2025. The squeaky wheel gets replaced. You feel me? What's going on, Leon? It's cheaper to replace it with a new part than to buy pieces and build it yourself. What's going on, Janelle? What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Shit. Because, you know what I don't understand is how people come in here in this world of wrestling, and they go, "I'm tired of seeing the same people come on, and we need new people. We gotta make new stars." What's up, Jay Schwazord and Noma Guy? What's going on? And they go, "We need to make new stars. I'm tired of the same people." And then what happens? Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble, and it should have been CM Punk. It should have been CM Punk. It should have been John Cena. It's just last time. And people are saying this is the worst Royal Rumble and all this other shit. And they're not real fans. You're not a real fucking fan if you're sitting there bullshitting, saying that the Royal Rumble was bad because your guy didn't win. Just because your fantasy booking isn't true, it doesn't mean it's bad booking. Word. You know what I'm saying? Because even though it's idiotic in the eyes of some people to have Charlotte Flair come back and win a Royal Rumble, it's not like this is the first time shit like this has happened. You know what I'm saying? IWC stands for Idiot Wrestling Community. Yo, for real. But I mean, it's not like this is the first time this happened. John Cena, it happened with John Cena. It happened with Hulk Hogan. It happened with Shawn Michaels. It happened with Stone Cold. Like, a lot of people came back in the Rumble and won it. Now, what happens with Charlotte Flair moving forward is interesting because she's a new dynamic in this new era of women's wrestling. Jey Uso deserved this title, in my opinion. He deserved to win an opportunity to be champion. He deserved to be champion, and I don't care how long he's champion for. My man earned this shit. He's one of the most popular wrestlers in the business. He got everybody eating. This motherfucker shows his heart every time he's out there. It's not a game to him, and it's time to support people that do that. But when he wins, oh my God, you should have been Cena since last year. Forgetting about the fact he has 16 titles already. This business is about progression and growth. You feel me? A real one. Jay's a better winner than... Yo, that is true. That's 100% true. 10 points for you, Taquan. 10 points for you. But yeah, I don't understand why people are bitching. And I think I know why. They don't watch wrestling. They just want to be heard. And in a community where we're so saturated with people who give out the news and give out their opinions of sports entertainment and this, that, and the third, it's like they're trying to be sports broadcasters, sports analysts for something that's supposed to be enjoyed. And everybody's rushing to put out shit. And who gets heard the most? The negative people. So when you bring in the negative zone into wrestling, people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. But they're going to be heard because they're negative. And then everybody else in here, oh, look, people are mad at this and that and this. And then half the time you hear the wrong news. You hear the wrong news. Yeah, yeet up in this motherfucker. But you hear the wrong news. You hear all this bullshit about people are mad at this, people are mad at that, but then there's 70,000 people yeeting and celebrating that he won. There's fake wrestling fans that wanna tell a story, but they ain't got the means to tell it by themselves. Half the time, their booking or their fantasy fucking role play is not as good as what they give us. Besides, Cena can still win the Chamber, and Punk is pretty much going to main event the night anyway. If they do that triple threat with Seth and Roman, they're still going to get... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Roman versus CM Punk versus Seth. Because the beef isn't with CM Punk and Roman. The beef is with Seth and CM Punk and Seth and Roman. So unless you're going to... It might not be a triple threat and you do Seth versus CM Punk night 1 and Seth versus Roman night 2 or some shit, which would be kind of pointless because I don't want to see Seth that many times. But it doesn't... To me, it doesn't pique my interest. But if they do it, am I going to sit here and fucking cry and bitch and moan and write a letter to somebody that it may concern to, saying that we need to fire Triple H because it's the worst thing in the world? We sat through that poor excuse of fucking wrestling with Vince McMahon after the fucking ruthless aggression era and right before he got fucking fired. We sat through that shit. 3 hours of pure ass. And then you go to the fucking PLEs and you sat through 5 hours of pure ass. And then a bunch of, well, we knew he was going to win. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, and the best part of the Royal Rumble is we legitimately didn't know who was going to win. Like, if Roxanne won the Rumble, I would have been completely fine with that. Yo, I didn't know I wanted Roxanne to win the Rumble until she got in the Rumble. She got in the Rumble, and she did her thing. And I'm like, yo, I need to see this woman wrestle every woman on the roster. Just as plain as simple as that. And when she got to the final two, I said, come on, Roxanne, let's do it. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. You know what I'm saying? But Charlotte won. And yeah, there's always going to be some shit that you could say about Charlotte winning. But that's Charlotte, right? In the eyes of the wrestling community, she's royalty. And the people who book some of these shits still have her name. A lot of the shit goes based off of the people's names that you put on the roster. Being the runner-up is still incredible. Yeah, it is. Because it shows that, one, she's ready to be on the main roster. Two, she's ready to take over on the main roster. Because there are a lot of people that you see go up and they're like so engulfed by the moment. And it's like, oh, yo, she's good. Like, yo, I want to see her wrestle this one, but it's like, okay, she might get swallowed up by the main roster. You know, like Jada Parker, she was good. She came out, she did her thing and all that, but she didn't command those spots that she did, but Roxanne did. Jordan Grace did. Lash Legend did her thing, you know, as well, but you could still see that if they don't bring them up anytime soon, it's like, all right, cool. But right now, Roxanne is the oven, bing, done. She's ready. She's done cooking. Let's bring her up. But the men's Royal Rumble, a lot of shit happened. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. But I don't know why Seth is getting so much importance and shit. This is your fantasy booking. This is Drew McIntyre got mad, and this is what we're hearing, that he got mad and stormed out because LA Knight decided to fucking stand in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And his elimination wasn't center stage. Cool. I guess so. That, you know, that's shit happens. The only time there's ever been one moment in the Rumble that made people go goo goo gaga was when Hogan and the fucking Warrior fucking did that shit in the Rumble. Yo, I want to know why all these people from Kick just keep coming in here. Great show. I love your show. I love this. I followed you. Now give me $30 and I'll give you 1,000 views. Like, come on. Shut up with your shit. Roxanne in the years surpassed all of her fellow prospects, including Trick. Yeah. Seriously. And as much as Carmelo Hayes did amazing in the Rumble, you're going to pass him too. I'm always going to defend my nigga Seth, but I love your negative comments about him. I appreciate that. Because, yo, you could love Seth, but he has no charisma. If we're going to talk about how people here have no charisma, my man dresses like a buffoon. He laughs like a crack-headed joker, and he has no charisma. And I don't like the fact that Seth is phoning it in. He's phoning it in, and he's acting like he's doing a lot. And that's just the way it is in real life. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. And if y'all disagree, good for you. I appreciate that. It just proves that I'm right with y'all disagreeing. But anyway, and the same shit for Drew. Like, they're phoning it in right now. They think this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and they're phoning the front. That's just the way it is. But yeah, I think the women's Rumble was better than the men. I don't know how people were saying the opposite. Just because the women's Rumble seemed so fluid. You know, it seemed fluid. Like, it seemed like there was stories being told every part of the Rumble. Where at one point, I don't know about y'all, but when Cena came out, it just felt like Cena entered the ring. Now there he goes 10, 9, 8. And it's like 4 people came out in like 20 seconds. Like, wait, where all these people came from? Apparently there was 2 minutes in between each moment, and it took them a long ass time to get down the 40 football field ramp. But hey, that's just the way it fucking felt to me. But my man Jey Uso wins the Rumble. You see who he picked. Everybody got this dream scenario. You watch wrestling to be entertained. If you want to be a writer for them, apply. Sitting in front of a thing here, I'd do it. But that's just me going, imagine this. You know, that's me giving a perspective, painting a picture, because y'all people come here to listen to me speak, and half the time y'all want me to go crazy and be mad at somebody, and I can't be mad at somebody right now. So I'm just gonna sit here and just tell everybody, stop crying. Love Hurts was passable. Just see. Wait, what? Love Hurts was passable. What the hell is Love Hurts, Mr. Loki? I think people hate the women's rumble more than the men's because Charlotte won. Yeah, but I don't think her winning the rumble is a good enough reason to say that it wasn't as good as the men's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as an expert would say, if you didn't like the women's rumble, you know, you can
Go suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick, suck a huge or small dick.
I try my best to not hit my microphone each and every time, and I was this close of hitting it again.
because you gotta get used to the extender.
No, it's not. It's not even that. It's because where it's like at and everything. Because I'm going like this, so immediately it's just.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way. There we go.
All right. You're using the mic, right?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Wait. Good morning. Give me a moment.
I was asking because I didn't really hear you hit it, and usually you would hear the.
Got it. Hold on.
There you go.
We went from karaoke. Now we're gonna go to pro, and now we sound different.
There you go. Before you sounded nasally, now you sound like Gigi.
That means I still sound nasal.
You sound like a professional nasal.
Oh,
That makes sense.
that's wonderful. So I sound like Fran Drescher. That's great.
There you go. Hey, she was an
I-
icon for her.
Listen, I cosplayed as her on a Halloween when the nanny was popular. So this is eons ago. Here, hold on. I'll get the Jameson later. I'm still a little congested.
I hear you.
But I got Pizza Hut in front of me, and I got like these garlic cheesy breads, and like the ones that I had earlier kind of knocked me out. Literally, it knocked me out. So I'm eating like the last 3 right now.
I hear you. Hey, enjoy that shit.
Oh shit! No, not the marinara. Okay,
Ah,
so I'm good. We're good. It's safe.
All
Just
right.
moved. All right. We are talking about the Royal Rumble.
yes.
You said something that it wasn't better than the men's, or the men's wasn't better than the women's. I have no idea.
No, all right. So I enjoyed the women's better than the men's, and Damien says I think people hate the women's rumble more than the men's because Charlotte won. And I was saying I don't think her winning is a big enough reason to hate the women's rumble.
You
Because
know, Lizzie, I'm not mad that Charlotte won. I'm not. I really am not. There's so many people that are so upset that Charlotte. There's a lot of people that Jay won, but we'll touch base on that in a few.
yeah.
But I'm not mad that Charlotte won. I really am not. And there were so many better surprises in the women's Royal Rumble than what it was in the men's.
Would you look at this fucking guy?
Oh my God!
Miss-
Good morning. You look
Good
like
morning,
you woke up too.
Word, Mister. I ain't gonna be here until 11:30. He got his entrance music. Nah, that's what it is. He's like, we're in the 200 episode.
We haven't heard that in a minute.
It's all right. It's because Ray wants his new one. That's why.
Yeah.
My apologies for being late. What I thought I was gonna be late for didn't happen. So, but we're here. It's all good.
There you go.
What's going on, y'all?
We was just in the middle of our fuck John Cena prayer that we do every time you're not here. Now I'll just play with you.
I can leave. Y'all want to keep going?
Nah, you should hear it. Nah. But all right, so we're talking about Gigi was talking about Charlotte Flair winning the Rumble. She wasn't mad at it.
I'm not mad.
If it wasn't gonna be Becky, I guess it had to be Charlotte. Like, I feel like that was the consensus that it was gonna be one of them, especially knowing that either both or one of them were going to return on Saturday. It was like it's still going to give a good match.
You know why I'm not really too mad at Charlotte winning the Rumble? Because at every point of that Rumble, there was no definite, okay, Charlotte's winning this. You know how there's some moments where like, all right, Charlotte's winning this. Like there was like when it was just Roxanne and Charlotte, I was like, yo, come on, Roxanne. Come on, Roxanne. Come on, please win this, please. And she lost. I was like, all right, cool. It softened the blow because it was almost like when Santino Marella and Del Rio were the last two, and he was like, yo, can Santino win this? Can he win this? And he lost. It was like, all right, cool. At least there's a hope. You brought out that little child in me that still believes in the Tooth Fairy. You know?
Listen, when you have somebody that's you're in the Royal Rumble with someone of the likes of Charlotte Flair. And I know in our group chat that certain people feel like she is not one of the best wrestlers, but I'm going to keep it funky like a monkey. Charlotte Flair is indeed one of the best women's wrestlers that we have actually ever got to witness and be part of from growing up, from NXT days to where she's at now. Why people feel like they're upset is because, oh, it's Charlotte Flair. Of course, they're going to give it to her, right? Like an obvious type thing. But Charlotte Flair was out for the majority of 2024 due to an injury, her first injury in all the years that she has ever been a professional wrestler. So I feel as though as a comeback, this is dope because she is the queen. And dude, how can you not want a match of the queen, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton? You know, it's just dope. It kind of writes itself. Even if Charlotte Flair didn't win the Royal Rumble and she just came back, I still want to see Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the title. It's still something like a gimme. I just realized my volume on my TV is like a little loud. Like,
funny
we can't hear it though.
That was the perfect thing.
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
Yeah. I think I said it Monday. I don't mind the match if it's gonna end up being Tiffy and Charlotte. I just hope it's not the ending we think. And I hope they actually pull the surprise and put Tiffy over.
Same.
I feel like that's what this run for Charlotte needs to be. Is you saw who's that next generation on Saturday. We saw who the women's division is going to be in the hands of for the next like 5 to 10 years. So let's start getting ready for that. Having the Roxanne Perez, the Tiffany Strattons, the Stephanie Vakors, the Julias, the Jada Parkers, like having that be that roster that's like, okay, we can give them opportunities. You know?
Yeah. I can see where Damien's coming from because like my argument would be that every time every time she's there, she's in the title picture and then she leaves. And then she comes back in the title picture. And that kind of gets boring. Like that's what it's so repetitive. It's like every time she shows up, here goes the title. You know, it may not be the title championship, but there's a title shot on the line. You just you know, it's like, okay, that's bullshit. And then it's like she wins a Rumble, you can give her a title shot anyway. I can see that.
Yeah.
But you know, the way that they did this Rumble, and it was almost like it wasn't go out there and get your spots. It was go out there and show why you should win the Rumble.
Yeah.
At least with the women. Because a lot of them had these moments of I could see this girl winning or you know Piper Nevin winning. I can see, you know, Jordan Grace winning this. I can even see Naomi winning this. It's like
for a moment they had me think Roxanne Perez was winning the whole game.
Oh, I was praying.
Like the fact that she was in there so long, it was one of those moments of like, this is how you develop a new star right here. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like Roxanne has already not made a name for herself in NXT, but it's like, this was like, okay. Because let's be realistic. A lot of the WWE fan base might not be tuning into NXT as much anymore.
No.
Like, the casual fan is more watching like Raw, they're watching SmackDown, and they'll catch the PLE. So it's like getting to see that and showcase the right way. All the NXT women, I feel like they really showcase in such a way that it's like it makes people want to watch NXT. So
Yeah, and it showed that she was ready for the main roster.
Yeah, and definitely, like she's definitely one that it's like they can start transitioning her in as soon as the night after WrestleMania if they don't try to do it like now. Because I also feel like that's the other problem. Like I saw a lot of people were complaining about Jordan Grace going to NXT. Where do you put her right now if not NXT?
Yeah,
Because there's too many. Like right now, there's so many things that they already could do at Mania. You add Jordan Grace, now what do you do with her? Because it's like
She'll be having a title shot that she didn't really fit into.
So that's the thing, because we can't even say that she wouldn't deserve. Because yes, she's her. It's just it would be like you kind of put her there, and it's like if she wins, it's too soon. If she doesn't win, they're burying her because that's how the internet goes. But it's like sending her to NXT to build up.
What did you do, Ray?
Yeah, what's going on, Tyson? If you send her to NXT to build her up, it's like boom. I don't see her also being in NXT for long. She's gonna be in NXT probably a cup of coffee, probably come up by SummerSlam, if anything, if not sooner. It's just one of those, hey, do your due diligence down there. Also, I feel like they did that because NXT is what's working with TNA in a sense. That's where the crossover is.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see Jordan Grace probably once again against Masha sometime soon. Like just like, oh, now it's Jordan representing WWE taking on TNA's Masha Slamovich, you know?
No, but you can also have Jordan go up there and go up with Valkyria,
Lyra?
the Chile alien.
Oh, Stephanie Vacour.
Stephanie Vacour and
Julia.
Julia.
Yeah.
Because those are like international stars that came in. If they come up, I can see a faction being between them.
Oh, hell yeah. Like,
You know-
and that's the thing too. I feel like Stephanie Vacour is one that is going up by SummerSlam. Because like next one up has to be Lash, has to be Roxanne Perez.
yeah.
Half Legend and Roxanne are going up. Like
Oh man.
it's not an if, it's just like
And
when.
Lash Legend was looking good at the Rumble.
Killed it in the Rumble.
I really enjoy watching her week over week because every time we watch her, whether it's on NXT, whether it's on the main roster, she is getting better and better at what she does.
Yeah.
And I hate that they're putting so much focus just on Lash and they're not putting also focus on Miss Jackson. And what's going to scare me is that they're going to end up breaking up both of these ladies because the other one is, I love Miss Jackson, but it's Lash Legend that's like.
I think that's the unfortunate scenario that they tried it, like bringing both up, like giving the taste of like, hey, this is a team. I feel like she definitely got the bigger reaction as a solo, and her work, I think, she could stand on her own in this. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, but from what we saw with Queen of Villains, like some people just have that extra intangible that makes them a star.
Well, that's wrestling in general. Like that's why, like when people say, "Oh, someone always has to be the genetic," it's like not really. It's just someone is always going to have that thing that it's like they might have a little more popularity, or they might get it a little more, or something like that. Like shit. Even I was watching an interview earlier because of something we have to talk about after this. But I was watching the Hardys on a podcast. Okay. And even Matt having to say, like, Jeff Hardy was always the one that got the bigger reaction.
Yeah.
People were more floating toward Jeff. Like, people were wearing the wristbands and wanting to do swantons and doing the juke. Like, it's little things like that it's like there's always going to be possibly they're both good. Just this one has something.
He stands out. He was completely different.
Bro, who didn't want to be Jeff Hardy? Like,
and at that time, punk rock was in.
Listen, he was the better looking
Hardy.
Jeff Hardy was the better looking Hardy. I don't care. Nobody wanted Fat Matt. Nobody wanted Fat Matt. Everybody wanted Jeff Hardy. Sorry. Let me see if I can fix this. I feel like.
And Gigi is the female
So we let
spokesperson
her
for
have
this
her-
show.
yeah,
So
she-
yeah,
I absolutely.
Whatever
she
Gigi
speaks for the women.
Hey, all I'm saying is now yo, have you seen how people go crazy for the Hardys right now? Like
Bro.
the shit that Rebby Hardy has to post at times because people be going wild for Matt Hardy.
Yo, she
Like,
be having to check some people sometimes.
yo,
She's like, nobody takes my husband. Like, girl, you can have him. Lita, that bitch, that slut. I'm like, oh shit.
yeah.
It was great meeting Matt Hardy when I was dressed up as Lita because the first thing I said was, I'm sorry. Hey, I just first and foremost, I apologize. Secondly, it's you. Like,
It makes sense.
you know.
It makes sense.
I'm still waking up, you guys. Like,
No, I hear you.
I took a nap and I woke up wondering, where am I? What time is it? What year is it? Did it stop?
1975.
Did it stop snowing?
You're in the middle of.
I was gonna say it kind of
Times
stopped
Square.
like earlier this morning. Like it's
Yo.
just
No, it
raining.
totally did. It definitely did. I was out this morning, taking my kid to school, and I was like, oh,
What time was that?
in all honesty, I left the house maybe at 7:50 a.m. So it was still kind of like it stopped snowing, but it was kind of I don't want to say drizzling. It was hailing a
Yeah.
little bit. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
When I left my house at like 6:15, I was wiping the car down from the snow. That hail felt like fucking daggers to my head because I don't know if you know, I don't wear shirts, I don't wear hats, so it felt like there was needles hitting me in the fucking head. I was like, "Yo, this shit hurts." Like this ain't snow, this is glass coming down this motherfucker. So
That should have
shit.
been your sign to get a fucking hat.
I mean, it'd have been too late.
Like, yo, Toe is the
I don't want
only
to hear you fucking complaining anymore. All right, that's it.
you're the
I don't wanna
only
hear you
motherfucker I
complaining anymore.
know that won't wear a jacket, will barely wear a long sleeve shirt, and he's getting daggers to the head. It is what it is. It's like, bro, like holy.
I was born in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
So was I, man.
Half the shit we got was from the garbage. My best bike, I shit you not. My best bike, it was my pops found it. It was like somebody was throwing out, and then he found a banana seat. You know what a banana seat is, right?
Yeah.
Yo, he painted the bike blue.
Okay.
It had no brakes. And that was my favorite bike. I had to put my foot on the ground to stop it.
That's the best when it's just like, well, let's see what happens. Oh shit.
Yep, and we found that shit in the trash. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Not saying we was broke, but I'm just saying
Nah, some
ingenuity.
of the hand-me-downs or other people's. You know what they always say: someone else's trash is someone else's treasure.
Treasure.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make it work.
Yeah, shit.
You never know. So fuck it.
But yeah, I mean, there's always the way a tag team works. When you're gonna argue Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy and the Rockers, the way a tag team works is you need the opposites of each other. Sometimes personality wise, because it allows the other person to be them. Like, Marty Jannetty and Matt Hardy were the technical wrestlers.
Yeah.
And Shawn Michaels and Jeff Hardy were the showmen.
Yeah.
That's why they stood out. They put on the show. But then when you needed the match to go longer or someone to control it, you had them. You had Marty Jannetty and Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
You know, it's just people gravitated more towards the show, the magic trick.
Yeah, because you want that oh shit spot. You want that moment that it's like, oh, this is what's gonna give us like the okay, that's happening. But like when you're actually watching the match, it's like, oh, you start to notice, oh, so this is the guy that's working most of the time. He's the one that's like to unfortunately expose the business a little bit. He's the one taking the heat. He's the one that fucking is getting his ass kicked. So then that final moment of like, oh, he's gonna get the tag. He's gonna get to here comes Jeff Hardy. Clothesline, like all that shit.
And that's why the Street Profits work, and they're probably not gonna break them up for a while because Angelo Dawkins works as the muscle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's the guy that you go in there, wants that big shoulder block and takes control back of the match.
Yep.
And then what's her name? Jakara Jackson. She's the one that was with Last Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name.
I don't know if you noticed it, but when they had this, she's the one getting ass whooped.
Yep.
So if they just need to build up that women's tag team division, and if they're gonna do it off the strength of them, she makes the perfect partner for her. Because it doesn't make Lash Legend look weak, but this girl can sit there and get beat on for 5-10 minutes and do the hot tag and not suffer for it.
Facts.
Question. Sorry to be political here, but with the controversy over transgender athletes being banned, do y'all think this is the end of the career of someone like Nyla Rose? No, the wrestling industry doesn't follow this. They have intergender matches all the time.
Yeah, that's more for like the Olympics and shit like that, or other combat sports or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's
entertainment.
It's not going to affect Nyla Rose, because even if that was the case in scenario, they're gonna not put her in matches with other females, so they'll put her in matches with dudes. Guess what? She can still fuck them up.
Yeah, I mean,
intergender matches at the end of the day, she identifies herself as a woman, therefore she is a woman.
You had Goldust, who in the beginning of his career was we don't know what the fuck he was. Adrian Adonis, who was a cross dresser. Like there was a lot of people, a lot of men that portrayed women or went to that side of homophobia, stuff like that. So, and then you have
one of the best legends of all time, Santina Marella.
Yeah, and if you watch independent wrestling, there's always intergender matches.
Always.
Women train with the men.
Yep.
So it's not like unheard of. Yep. And Nyla Rose made a name for herself in AEW, so there should be no reason for her to stop. Now, if Nyla Rose did something to prevent herself from being in wrestling, that's a different story. But I don't think Trump or the politics is going to stop them, unless they legally make it. But even then, it's entertainment.
They are trying to, and it's like it's insane to see this have to be a subject that fucking the lovely man in charge is doing. But the conversation for a different day. We're not gonna.
Oh no!
Should Jada Parker be canceled? No, I don't think so. No. Listen, man, we're still living in a country where you have the right to speak your mind, whether you say the dumb shit or you don't. As long as you're not inciting a riot or putting people's lives in danger or threatening people, it could, like we found out on one of the Toe in the Show shows, could you have said it better? Yes. But people say what they say. Life is all moments. You live in the past, you die in the past. She didn't kill anybody.
I canceled is she going to face consequences for her actions? Yes. You're seeing it more and more. You're seeing, again, it's a subject where it's hard because you can't even say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all at times. Because at the same token, it's like, if her opinion is her opinion and that's what she actually thinks, it's a fucked up opinion. And anyone that agrees with what she's saying, it's like, you also have to think, okay, cool, but you're hurting a bunch of people for saying what you're saying. So it's I don't canceled. But the thing is, who cancels them now? Because at the end of the day, we've canceled a bunch of people, but then the next minute, because look at Hogan again, the whole situation there. That's like, he's still on Raw. Like I'll say it like Steph said it on I forgot what interview he just said it on, but he said it, no, I don't think it was a Pat that he said it, but basically, karma's a bitch. So if you do shit like that, you do bad shit, it's gonna come for you.
Karma is messy. I've been saying it. But karma is very fucking messy.
But in the laws of cause and reaction, some people have to start the conversation like that. It's like a child hearing you say a curse word and then they curse and you smack the shit out of them. Yeah. And it's like, okay, now I learned that if I say it, I'm gonna get smacked, but you really didn't tell them like why it's not okay for them to say it. And I understand this is a grown woman, but the world needs to learn acceptance, because then it becomes you versus us.
No, I agree. I agree. The problem with that is when someone tries to explain why this is like, why what you
What
what
they're
she
trying
said
to,
took
what they said
offense.
was where they're trying to justify what they said.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people, as much as you should have the conversation, aren't willing to have it because all they listen to is, okay, you're saying this, but this is still what I stand on. Or they'll double down on it. That's like, okay, so what's the point of the conversation? Because no matter what I say or whatever is said, you're still just gonna revert another way of what you just said.
Yeah, I hear you. I
Yeah.
hear you, but a lot of this country's issues were like that, and we got past them. You know, I mean, it
No,
takes extreme.
have we?
It takes.
It's not that we
Well,
got
listen,
past it. It's just that there's
listen.
nothing more that we can do of it. So
s-
therefore,
No,
we
but like Selma was an extreme act. But when people saw the exposure to how people were treated, that's when they switched sides. You know what I'm saying? Like if they didn't stand up and walk that bridge when they were told not to, and then got beat and all that other shit on TV, most people wouldn't have seen that and they would have kept their opinions. But when they would have saw like, hold on, wait, it's real now, they can change their opinions. We have to sometimes these things have to be visual to people. It may not be the person you're having the argument with,
Yeah.
but the people who are listening and watching may go, you know something, you're right.
Yeah, but that's the issue then, because this is something where, and that's why I said it the other day on the It's on the show, where it's a situation of this by now is very much out there, that this is still an issue that a lot of that community has to feel. The LGBTQ community, it has never not been still an attack, and currently because of our political climate, it's even fucking worse. So that's why I said, because it felt like some people are thinking like you and kryllzzz did the other day, where it's like, oh, but you don't see it as much. It's like, yeah, because they don't want to show that. Like it's one of those things where that's why when something like that happens, people vocalize it quick, like, hey, this is wrong, because every time someone tries to show this is what's happening, it almost gets deflected. It's like instantly, no, but this, no, this, no, this, no, this. And it's like, but this is still a thing. Like people are still getting attacked because of this. And now, if everything goes the way that the fucking orange man is trying to do, they're trying to fucking end the LGBTQ community being a thing.
I understand what you're saying, but now we're kind of putting Jada in a you're on them side now. You're the orange man's team. Where what she said was about the sports, right?
Yeah.
Where
But
a
then she goes down
conversation
to
can lead
awareness and everything.
a conversation can lead to. So, what about if we did transgender sports? Because there are people who feel strongly about stuff based off of ignorance.
Unfortunately.
You know, because listen, when you shut down a conversation, they're only hearing one side.
Yep.
And if they are on that side of the orange man, they don't hear the other people's side. Now it's just you're taking away our rights because that's the narrative that they put.
Yep.
You know how to make someone look like an animal? You be an animal to them, and then when they react, you go, look, 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 look. That's what Martin Luther King was preaching. You can't react the way they want you to because you're just gonna be what they said you were. So it's is it a fucked up situation we're living in? Yeah, but the 36 years I've been on this planet, there's been 36 years of fucked up shit for somebody.
Yeah.
There's still wars going on for a piece of land.
Yeah.
For a guy that's been written in a book, that's been dead for over 2,000 years. I mean, at one point somebody's gonna have to listen to something. Like in the military, yeah. No, I hear you. You know, it's
like
in the
no,
military.
In all honesty, this is my thing. At the end of the day, the orange man is still gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and we're just gonna have to be people in this world that have literally no choice but to fucking deal with the choices that he is trying to make for us, the American people, especially ones that did not vote for him or do not believe in his shit.
Yep.
Listen, the fact that Jada Parker was actually there, it was actually a little bit surprising to me. But it's not Remember, she's not in WWE based on her political views. She's there because based on her performance as a performer.
Yep.
And she's one hell of a performer. Maybe, well, not maybe. Her views of certain things do not align with certain other people. And it is what it is. Should it have been said? No. Should it have been taken back? Maybe. Should there be apology? Absolutely. Especially for those that feel offended by it. Especially when you are in a company as big as the WWE. That is my opinion on it. Her performance in the Rumble was actually really fucking good.
Agreed.
But I don't even think she eliminated anybody in the Rumble. Did she eliminate anybody in the Rumble? I know Lash Legend didn't.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
I think
so,
she
no.
just did her move to Alexa or
Right?
Natty,
So
and that was it.
here's the thing. I want to go back to us talking about what we are here to talk about, which is the
Yeah.
Rumble. Not any of this other shit that Damien decided to bring up. No, nothing of offense to you, Damien, or anything like that. I'm not here for political fucking talk, and I'm not here for that. Today is Thursday. We talk about wrestling. We want to talk about political shit. We can save that for Friday or Saturday. Fuck you, Royal Rumble talk. We are here for that. No, but my thing is this: with the Women's Royal Rumble, there was so much representation with TNA and maybe no, not TNA. NXT. It's the Men's Royal Rumble that has
Yeah.
TNA.
Well, some people might still, even though they said it loud and clear once Jordan Grace came out, she's no longer with TNA. She signed to WWE.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was a funny thing because it's like they still acknowledge it in a sense.
You good, Damien.
Not Damien, it's all good. Again, it's a
Jamie, you're
conversation.
fine.
It's a conversation that needs to happen, especially because she was there. So it was a question of like, oh, they really had her there. Okay. But it's a situation of they definitely mentioned it a lot. They didn't start a way of, oh yeah, this person that was in TNA at one point, or this. Like with Jordan, it was quick. Like, oh, last time she was representing TNA, she is now a WWE superstar. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's cool. Like show the little difference there. It was still funny the reaction of, didn't she say what happened to the mom's birthday? Like what?
You can't listen to the dirt sheets, Michael.
Yeah, that was great when fucking Alexa Bliss came out. Oh, I thought that the internet says she wasn't coming back. Like that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
And it was great to hear that Triple H basically said they don't know shit. The dirt sheets don't know shit. All this talk about, oh, she's not coming back. Well, so much of you knowing everything. And it was like a booyah to all those dirt sheets. And that also includes Sean Ross. This also includes Dave Meltzer. It includes a lot of people who make a living off of the dirt sheets, and we're all here reading upon it, and we're glued on it because why we've always been kind of what is that word I'm looking for? We've always kind of like just, and I don't want to say rely on it, but a lot of times some of these dirt sheets end up becoming true and stuff. So we do take a lot of what they say to heart and stuff. But then when we see something like that, it's like, okay, shit, maybe they don't know everything, So
And they shouldn't know everything. They shouldn't know anything. Because to me, it's like fake news. You're just regurgitating what someone else said. And then you're like, oh, Alexa Bliss won't be doing this. Who the fuck are you to tell me this?
Yeah.
The WWE and Alexa Bliss are the only people I would believe if they said, nah, I'm not coming back. I don't know fucking Sean Ross Sapp. What the fuck? Unless you the contract maker, like you went to her house and tried to recruit her back for one more championship or some shit. Like, I hate all that shit. Like, oh, this is the plans for WWE. How the fuck do you know this? Is this your plan and you're just saying that they're going to do this? Or is somebody feeding you false information and you're just trying to be the first one out there? Because you don't get extra points for being, look, I told you Charlotte was going to win the Royal Rumble. Half the fucking planet knew Charlotte was going to win the Rumble.
And that's the thing too. Like, you know what I found the funniest? When John Cena in the press conference was like, hey, let's play a little game. who can put the headline out first? I'm not answering questions. I'm just gonna put this out there. And you know what I feel like? That is what fucking a lot of these dirt sheets do.
Yeah.
It's just we're gonna put out fucking headlines and see what sticks. That's legit what I feel like this has become. And the end of the day, it's the situation of, at least with Sean Ross Sapp, I feel like he has a little more credibility nowadays because he's at least trying to get sources. And it's like, okay, certain things, it's like, it's sticking because it's like, okay, that makes sense. Or he's talking to the right people. And I still say it's crazy with it because there's a lot of things that if I wanted to, I could have been like, hey, yeah, this or this. Or like we've had conversations in our chats that it's like, hey, this is happening. But I don't put it out there.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck does it spoiling that, putting that shit out there, what does it do? Like it takes away the fucking part that we all enjoy of having those actual genuine surprise moments.
Yeah.
Like that's just me. I don't know.
And then you get those people that's like, oh, that's stupid. I could write a better story than that.
Exactly.
Which, half the time we do, but it's still, it's entertainment for us to write those.
Yeah.
We're not sitting out here making videos. This is what has to happen or the WWE will die. Logan James was shocked to Luka Doncic getting traded to the Lakers or Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble.
What was more shocking, I guess?
Yeah.
I feel like the Luka, because at least Jey Uso was like, yeah, we can see this happening. But Luka getting traded to the Lakers was just like, still doesn't feel real in his best few days. That's just me. No.
Well, hindsight 2020 after the fact, I would say Jay. Because in a world prior to years ago and Vince still running, Jay would never win.
Yeah.
And Luka going to the Lakers is like, all right, how many more fucking stars is LeBron gonna get?
Well, I feel like, but again, if you guys want to hear our actual thoughts and everything like that, we spoke about it last night. We spoke about it with kryllzzz and Hoch. So check out our NuKKle sports because we broke down Super Bowl predictions, all that good shit. But yeah, the only reason I say it's a little more shocking because with Jay, at least for us, it wasn't like, oh shit,
it was a possibility.
It was like for all of us, we genuinely thought Jey Uso should win this Rumble. Like you guys called it, like you and Lay.
And what Ray means by all of us, he means me and Lay.
Motherfucker.
He did say that. He just said you and Lay.
You know what it is? Toe is sticking to just because I said I want John Cena to win. That eliminates anyone else from possibly winning this fight.
Told you.
I heard you say you needed John Cena to win
because the little kid in me wanted John Cena at WrestleMania one more time. But I also said there's other ways to do it. So
it's gonna be a
elimination chamber. It is.
All right. So Damien with another question. I'm gonna point this one to Gigi because show's not here. What's more disappointing, not having AJ Lee at the Rumble or Becky Lynch not returning?
AJ Lee.
Becky Lynch.
I'll be right.
What did you say?
No, but Show, do you even know who AJ Lee is?
That's CM Punk's wife.
But do you understand like her legacy and her history?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
understand where you did come.
So understand that it's more upsetting to not have like AJ Lee in the Rumble than Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch can show up tomorrow Monday Night Raw and everybody will still pop for her and everything like that. AJ Lee returning back to WWE is as how can I put it? The hype that we all had when CM Punk went to AEW first and returned back to wrestling first, and it was like, oh shit, he's here. That is the oh shit moment that wrestling fans will get when AJ Lee decides to come back to wrestling, if she decides to come back to wrestling. It's all of us having that wishful thinking. Becky Lynch can come back. Becky Lynch can say today that she's going to see some people on SmackDown tomorrow. Or she can post a picture of herself by wherever they're taping SmackDown and just show up and pick up right where she left off. And not to say that AJ Lee won't, but there's a difference because Becky Lynch is essentially, part of the women's division that Triple H has shaped it up to be. So I think AJ Lee is a little bit more upsetting. Show feels like it's Becky Lynch. I mean, I'll take AJ Lee over Becky Lynch any day.
Yeah, I would too.
Some people was upset that Alexa Bliss played tribute to Bray and she told them her and Bray was close. First and foremost, more people got upset because they gave Alexa Bliss Shotzi Blackheart's place. And I don't understand the internet sometimes. Like, wrestling fans are so fucking fickle. And sometimes y'all make me really hate the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Y'all really do. First and foremost, Alexa Bliss was the pop of the night for the Royal Rumble, besides Jay winning the Royal Rumble. I'm talking about returns. Anybody that returned to the Royal Rumble, Alexa Bliss got the biggest pop of the night when it came to that. And I don't see why people would be upset if she paid tribute to Bray Wyatt, especially when she worked very close to him while he was still alive. So if people feel upset about that, then they can go, jump off a cliff or something. I don't know. They need a friend. They need a friend. They need to hug somebody. And they need to go ahead and just get over it. Like, people are just so concerned with, oh, this person was upset, that person. Man, just enjoy wrestling, you guys. Just enjoy wrestling. That's all. Enjoy wrestling. If people were upset then let them be upset. Guess what? I wasn't upset. I know these guys in here weren't upset.
Nope.
I know a lot of other people that saw it was like, oh my God, Alexa Bliss came back, pop of the night. I don't give a shit. I hate that. I don't hate that the doll is back. I love the doll because now the doll looks more like her. So I'm here for Lily. I don't care. I know Toetagz hates Lily, but Lily got a fucking upgrade. Everything, there's some Easter eggs in Alexa Bliss's outfit from the Royal Rumble that nobody realized. One of Lily's eyes has the number 6 in it, which could possibly mean that she could be the 6th member for the Wyatt 6. She has Fiend Friend for life in the back.
I like that look.
She had her Pain and Play freaking jacket had both sides where one says hurt, one says heal for the Fiend. Hers always said Pain and Play, so she had that pain as a tribute. Part of her skirt that she took off was actually part of some of Bray Wyatt's actual gear because she partnered up with the person. Y'all just gonna get me really upset with stupid shit like this. Don't do that. I don't understand. Oh my God, did he slip? I'm watching TNA Impact as well. So if I start saying shit, it's because I'm watching the Nimitz brothers versus Mike Santana and no, that was the Nimitz brothers versus Axiom and his tag team partner for the NXT titles.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm moving on. Alexa Bliss, pop of the night for me.
It was the longest pop too. That shit wasn't like, oh my God, she's back. It was like the entire entrance. People were screaming for her. She came in the ring and they were screaming.
And she just recently signed a 5-year deal with WWE now. We're just Fraxium. There you go. What's the guy's name though? I know the other one is
Nathan Frazier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I looked it up in WWE.com.
You know what's funny? I would have never guessed Nathan. I would have said Aaron. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm moving on. I read some. Who said it? Where was it? I was looking at it before.
I still hate the doll is back.
No, I was shocked that Trish was the only legend. She wasn't the only legend, bro. We had Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella was a legend. I mean, She's a Hall of Famer. Anybody that's a Hall of Famer to me, it's automatically you're automatically in the legend pile.
Yeah.
And I hate to put you in that category, but you know, Nikki Bella is a Hall of Famer. Although I don't think they should have been in the Hall of Fame yet. That's just my opinion. But I digress.
All right. Show.
I'm waiting for the question.
All right. I was waiting for the response. Before we move on or get too far deep into it, what do you think of the Rumbles?
One of the best Rumbles recently to me. I don't know. I was entertained. The last couple of entrants, bro, it was pop after pop for the male fucking Royal Rumble. I was going crazy. I think it was from like 15 to 27. Oh man, back to back. Joe Hendry, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, his baby mama, he brought his cousin. Oh man, everybody came in there. It was
AJ
dope.
Styles.
Word. I loved it. I had to check with you. I wanted to see if it was just me going crazy. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the heart. Was it a hardcore match for the title? What was that?
It was a ladder match.
Okay.
But we're gonna
Oh
touch base
man,
on that because
murder.
Yeah.
Shades of Homelander
Yeah.
slowly coming up. But I'm you know, before we move on though,
How'd you guys feel about Speed? Because I know Damien just mentioned him, but
Helen was fucking bum.
Helen's a fucking bum.
I said hell of a fucking bum. He took.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is Helen?
I thought he said hell of a fucking bum. Like, wow,
Oh.
you're commenting that he's a fucking bum. That's one hell of a bum right there. That's one bum ass nigga. Look at him.
Damn.
Look at that
Big
bum
bum.
ass nigga. Look at him. What a hell of a bum.
Damn.
Ron
Show.
Breaker got up there to 100 miles per hour. Phew.
So yeah, like I didn't mind it. I was like, okay. We only had one celebrity coming in. No Pat McAfee. No Michael Cole, right? No funny shit. This was the only funny shit. And, you know, we always bitch and moan about these celebrities taking a spot from someone that's on the roster, right? We always bitch and moan about that, especially when it came to Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm not trying to defend Logan Paul, but we're just, you know, keep it fucking like a monkey, keep it a buck. He is public enemy number one when we have these type of conversations.
Yeah.
This just proved to us that, and it's not taking anything from Tozawa. It really is not. But it's Tozawa in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing to take against Tozawa either. Tozawa likes doing things like this. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be in the Rumble because I don't know if you guys noticed, but the men's Royal Rumble just had a whole bunch of mid cards in the Royal Rumble.
And it still felt like any one of them could win.
Oh, so you thought Otis was gonna win?
He could have. If he didn't wear that fucking suit that had the collar. Because, you know, he don't have a neck like me, so it was hard for him to turn around in time.
You know what? That shit is funny as fuck because I remember I think I said something on the stream when I was doing a live stream. I was like, does he have like a collar? Like what? I was so confused. But let's just put it that way, right? Even for the women's Royal Rumble, Maxine Dupree. Realistically, do you see Maxine Dupree winning the Royal Rumble?
Nah.
Realistically, would you see Otis win the Royal Rumble? Do you see Tozawa winning the Royal Rumble? No. So this is why we use Tozawa in this spot. And I really genuinely feel like did Triple H tell, hey, you might be going in the Rumble and stuff like that. And then he just like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And not think anything of it. But when it was time to go, it was time to go.
Yeah.
He is this had me dying. Because I was like, oh shit, he eliminated Otis. And I'm like, he eliminated Otis? And then I was like, oh shit, Braun Breaker's about to spear the shit. And there it goes. That poor child got broken into two. It was like when you see when you're playing the Mortal Kombat game and like
Yeah.
you're breaking bones, that's exactly what happened to him when he got speared. His whole stomach just like caved in. It was gone. His head bounced like it bounced so bad. It bounced so bad. And then to add salt to injury, tossing him out to Otis, same person he just eliminated, to be like, yeah, it's gonna happen. Whee! And just
He tossed him like a sack of
rolled
potatoes.
his ass like a fucking rag doll
Yeah.
over him. And if he would have kept his foot up on the chair, if he didn't ever, he still probably would have been in the Rumble. I'm just saying. His foot
Him
landed
and-
on the chair. There was only one foot on the floor before the second one fell down.
Him and Michael McGillicuddy was still in the Rumble.
Michael McGillicuddy is still in the Royal Rumble. Yes.
I
Absolutely.
don't mind him being in there. Just for the simple fact, like, this kid became popular and they give him an opportunity. I would have taken that shit in a heartbeat. I would have taken that spot in a heartbeat. So to live vicariously through him is cool. And he's young and he's already shown that he's that type of guy that
My guy is 20 years
he's like
old.
fearless. Yeah. So now if they would have been like, yo, you're gonna be a participant in the Elimination Chamber, nah, player.
No,
Give that to someone else.
no, come
A
on.
30-second spot in the Rumble. Drew Carey was in the Rumble. There was so many people in the Rumble prior to this. Only one man can win this. This isn't, like I said, if this was an MMA tournament where anyone had a real legitimate shot of winning the top, then give it to someone who could legitimately win this and deserves it. This is a show. It's for entertainment. There's no longer entertainment with Logan Paul. He's trying to do this shit for real, and it's like, all right, you've been. It's almost like the fans turned into the old school wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the old school wrestler was like, yo, bro, you just, like, The Miz got so much shit because he got on TV and became a wrestler. And it's like, you didn't work the hard way. And now the wrestler's like, oh, it's cool that Logan Paul's a wrestler. He's actually taken to it. And the fans are like, he didn't go the hard way, so we can't respect him for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it flip-flopped the culture. The fans are now the old school wrestler, and the wrestlers are now the fans.
Yo. That was great. It was great. It was good to see it. And you felt like the reaction was genuine. I think that's what I enjoyed it the most. Like his reaction of like you said, you're living through him, right? How he's carrying himself. He's like, what? Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going in the Rumble. And we go into the Rumble. We're slapping hands down the fucking runway and shit like that, down the aisle, and then get in there, and then you realize, oh shit.
I'm in the Rumble.
I'm in the Rumble. He slid in the ring too.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Shit, but yeah, I didn't mind it. I enjoyed this. I am truly excited for this new generation. Remember how I was telling you before? Nothing changed, nothing changed, nothing changed.
Mm-hmm.
Things changed now.
Hey, what did we tell you? Trust the process.
Yeah, the process just needed people to get fired.
No, the process.
Documentaries being made.
The
and
process was
$5 billion.
communication with Papa H.
Yeah,
The
but
it doesn't matter.
it took a long time.
You know what? Some of the best meals are slowly cooked. are slow cooked at that. Okay?
Unless you're Jay. Jay almost was overcooked.
No. He even said it himself in the promo. It wasn't me. I wasn't it. It got up to this point. He got himself up to this point where he felt confident enough to be where he's at right now. He said it in his promo.
They wrote that promo for him.
15 years ago, I wasn't from. He didn't feel it in himself.
Yeah.
Now
That was
he feels
his
it in
suffering
himself.
succotash moment. They wrote that.
Nah,
Me
bruh.
and Jay was in the rooms together.
Nah, bruh. Nah. See, here's the thing. You keep you want to forget that the Usos. It was always Jimmy that kind of slightly overshined Jay. Because Jimmy was more on the mic than Jay at first. If you really watch the Usos,
Yeah.
from when they were doing all of this, right? And when they started talking, it would be Jimmy first to kind of lead a little bit, right? Because he's I guess
Yeah.
the older brother, so he leads. The other one follows. It's always been they're twins. So for him to be able to feel like he's good, that he can break out of his shell and be himself, we get to see how well that developed now. He's going to win his first championship at WrestleMania. He's going to win his first world title at WrestleMania. There's no way of not capitalizing that.
But so yeah, in the tag team, the Usos, you're completely correct. In the beginning of the bloodline, when he separated himself, and even Roman was like, now they know which one you are. And you see him fighting Roman, and then he's like, let me get him. And the whole thing with Sammy, we saw this man is a legitimate star. And then Cody came in, and it's like, it would have been perfect to let this man evolve into that star with Roman. And it was almost like he took that seat back so Cody could do it. And they legitimately held that rising of the star, even though his light was shining through that wall that they put in front of him.
No, I hear you.
You know,
But I don't know. No, I just when when that first separation happened, nah, bruh. Nah. I can't, no, I didn't, not to say I didn't see it. We see it. But was he ready at that point? No. He wasn't even ready at that point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
We all see him as that star. You're absolutely right. But was he ready to go ahead? And why is this man not a world champion? Why? Because some things need to be slow cooked. Put it in the crock pot, bitch. Let that shit fucking woo. For us, it's hours. For the WWE, hours is years. We get it. But that's any novela that you watch. If you put on the novela now, I promise you they're still on the scene from 20 years ago.
They just found out Hector has a twin brother who's his triplet, and Maria's cheating on him.
Oh man, no yeet. No yeet. But yeah, no, he wasn't ready then. But now, forget it. Who's gonna win in that Mania? Yeet Mania.
Now the question is, are they just waving the Gunther flag in front of him until Cody's ready to be that heel?
I don't think we need to wait for Cody to be that heel. I think it's going to happen at Mania.
Cody versus that's what I'm saying. I'm basically asking, which match are we getting? Gunther versus Jay or Jay versus Cody? Because there's got to be a heel for Jay.
No, it's going to be Gunther. And it's not that. It's just that I think we have a biggest story to build with. Not, I don't want to say biggest story. A different story to build with Cody, Kevin Owens, and the possible return of Randy Orton. You know, it would be cool to see Cody and Jay, but because of the way how things are running, um, Gunther is the bully, and he's been picking on Jay. So Jay
But
being, himself, he's probably gonna try to want to get that lick back and get
could
that
be.
W over. And the
But
thing, and then you have to think about it this way: it's not just about Jay; it's also about his other oos,
Jimmy,
the honorary oos.
Sammy. So that's the thing. Sammy is fluctuating between both because we see that it's like Cody's going dark, right? And naturally, you would think Randy's gonna do something to him. But we had since Sammy's was the guy watching the shit, and if Kevin Owens beating up Sammy, and Cody's unhinged now, the next guy would be the former tag team champion with Cody would be Jay. Be like, yo, Cody, what you doing? But I could also see Cody and Cena. If Cena does win the chamber, because Cody's being marked as the next guy.
And that could possibly happen because John Cena wants one more match, and
We never had Cody versus Cena.
no. I mean, have we? Well, we haven't seen this version of Cody
Yeah,
versus Cena. Let's just put it that way.
yeah.
Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind that because at the end of the day, the bigger baby face will always be John Cena.
Yeah.
And then this is where we can see Cody Rhodes officially turn into Homelander and, feel a little salty about things.
And then we can get Legacy 2.0.
Because
Kevin
we're
Owens.
already we're already saying I would rather prefer Seth versus Roman. Just because they have just so much story there with the Shield and just everything. From beginning to now, the story with Seth Rollins is just like this would be better as a one-on-one match, but we all see it's going to be a triple threat because CM Punk needs to get his foot in there too, and it's like
Yeah. The crazy thing with that one is I was saying before you guys got on was that Seth has the problem with Punk and Seth has the problem with Roman, but Roman and Punk don't really have a problem with each other. So that's what's throwing me off with that triple threat.
I'm gonna tell you why it shouldn't throw you off. Because a certain wise man still owes his best friend a favor. And that's where that ties in.
So Punk's favor is going to be that Roman's in that match?
The only thing that Roman and Punk have in common is Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
It is a Paul Heyman on a pole match. Right? He is in the shark cage and he is scared for his life. Should not be putting that Hall of Famer up there. But that's us talking more important to the future. That is, what could possibly be WrestleMania this coming year. We are not done with the Rumble because as we are talking about Cody Rhodes, we gotta talk about that ladder match. Unless you want to leave that for last and talk about what was the other fourth match?
The tag team match.
The tag team match. The 2 out of 3 falls.
Real quick, I want to get to Damien's thing. And Show, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Because I see his thing moving, but I couldn't hear what he said. Do y'all think the real reason Jay got this opportunity is because Brock was announced in the lawsuit and they had to change plans? I think if the only evidence of them changing plans for Brock versus Gunther would be Goldberg versus Gunther. Because they also set that up. But I don't think they had Brock versus Gunther here. I think Jay was the guy.
They've been planning this, though. They've been planning this for a minute. I mean, I nah, and I don't even think that. Yeah, nah. I don't know. I'm okay without Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
that's not a WrestleMania
I'm
match.
enjoying my wrestling. You know,
Yeah. The 2 out of 3 falls tag team match.
do you want to
Yeah.
know the most funniest thing? I was doing the live stream and I wasn't paying as much attention as I thought I was because
It-
I'm like, I completely
Yeah, I was watching
forgot.
that.
No. I'm like, the fuck? Is that it? It was just a one fall. I thought this was a 2 out of 3. It was totally not paying attention to when anyone got a pin on either side. And I'm like, "Oh, there's the replay." Yeah, no, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Well,
That's the majority of the reason why I'm like, the pay-per-views, I don't know if I want to stream them. We don't get
it's
to
okay.
watch them like that.
I'm okay. I didn't mind. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. I did enjoy the fact that the Street Profits, without saying a word, explained why they attacked the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yep.
And it was like, bro, these niggas need to be champions so we can take the title from them.
Yep.
That was the smartest shit because usually they cost people the title and then they want to fight him. Like Finn Balor cost Damian Priest the title and then he wants to fight him. It's like, why wouldn't you just be like, no, keep the title. I want that title from you. Let's make this a part of the beef that we got. And that I was excited for that because now the Street Profits are like, no, we're gonna kick your ass and take those titles from you.
Nigga was like, "I would rather die than see you as my champion again." Like Hangman Adam Page be with Swerve all the time. Um, that's just funny. Nah, but yeah, no, I find that to be dumb too. Like, why wouldn't you want them to be the champion and like just do the whole yeah, raise his hand, have already like a Kindle stick and just be like, yeah, and then just pop right over his head, right over his
Right.
head, grab the title, do your coup de grace and everything. Okay, Wesley. I'm kind of like rewatching TNA
Yeah.
because they automatically replay again. So I'm like, I just see Wesley. It's really awesome to see like NXT and TNA just like on week to week. They're just every week there's someone from WWE, NXT, and every week is someone from TNA.
So it's not like the AEW did where it was just give Kenny Omega all your championships and let's see what happens.
No, it's not even championships. This is literally like Wesley is not even fighting, bro. He's just like on the outside trying to hype up his boy here.
Hmm.
And I'm just trying to like Wesley's been hanging out with like, he's trying to take in that leadership role where he's taking to other people and now he has like a little faction. Um so it's cool cuz he's not wrestling, he's just out there. He's adding he's still representing the brand. And when they go to NXT, they represent their own brands too. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then Jordan Grace is definitely going to be part of this because, you know, I think with women like her, like women like Naomi, Trinity, um, they were major players of connecting this together, making this happen.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen. Like Jordan Grace is like kind of said it on a podcast where she's like, I want to be part of the Worlds Collide. And they were like, oh, that's happening. She was like, that no, nothing, but that's what I want. I want like a Worlds Collide TNA and WWE PLE.
That would be dope.
So um huh. I'm watching the Radicals here with the freaking chairs, and it just made me and reminded me that Street Profits definitely use some chairs. Street Profits are turning heel, but I don't think the fans care too much that they're heel because finally is like they were cheering.
Yeah.
I heard the fans cheering. So that would be cool. Like right now it looks like New Day is the only tag team that's catching heat. Can we talk about that new theme song?
I was just about to say, not too long with that new theme song going on because that shit was fire.
Yo, that is crazy. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm waiting for the drop on Spotify. I want to hear that shit in my headphones.
Oh yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yo,
And then with the unicorn looking like a dragon and shit.
hell yeah. Like the whole new look looks so good.
And yo, it kind of felt like they waited for the Rumble to do it. Like, all right, after the Rumble, new day.
Hey man, they had to come up with something.
Yeah. And I liked it better than their just coming out with black jeans and black gears. Like, all right, man, you guys are creative. We need a little bit more than this.
But that's good. I mean, where they're at now, that's like this is gonna be such a good like intake. Sorry.
All right.
I'm not trying to be like gray on my phone.
All right. Joe.
Yes, sir.
All right. I was just wanting to see if he was here, but you saw the tag team matches. What was your opinion?
I loved it. That was my first time seeing Alex Shelley, and I don't want to mess it up, but that's my thing. The
Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City, damn.
Chris
I
Sabin.
was gonna say something else. You fucked it up for me, but thank you. But yeah, that was my first time seeing them. They're pretty good. They remind me of Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
The
I'm
Rockers.
guessing you disagree.
No, they remind you of the Rock. You know what it is? There's a stigma to that. So if you said they remind you of the Rockers, all right, cool. But if you say Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, that's why Gigi gave you the face. Like, which one is Marty Jannetty? It's a stick, yo, dude. To call someone Marty Jannetty is a bad thing in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's like I
just
speak
meant
show.
the Rockers.
Oh, you know what it is?
yeah.
We were just talking about it earlier, but I guess right before he jumped on. So I'm just like, this nigga. Like
It's like I speak show, but I had to process that one a little longer.
you can go ahead and pick a better tag team that has more, that did backstabs.
Word.
Hey, I remember the Rockers working pretty good, bro. They were a great tag team before they backstab each other.
Oh yeah. But they would play off the Midnight Express and then, all the other expresses out there.
The Midnight Express is still running together.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Where they gotta be what, 67 years old?
They remind you of them. Let's just go back to the old school.
Yeah.
Marty did it to himself.
Word.
Is the tag team division back? Bring the New Day.
On
bring the
SmackDown?
Today?
My bad. I would say on SmackDown, it's slowly coming back. On Raw, I don't even know who the fuck the tag team champions. Oh, the War Raiders. Yeah, I think they're slowly bringing them back. It's just they don't have those new tag teams yet. They're cooking, as most people would say. You know what I'm saying, Joe?
I know exactly what you mean. Who's next?
Yeah. But that's the one thing about the WWE is like I think the golden age and some of the Attitude Era was about tag team wrestling. But then the golden age of wrestling, you just took the tag teams from the other territories and boom, you had yourself a roster. And it was almost like a part of the show because back in the day, the format was we have the tag team division, the Intercontinental division, the World division, and then the storylines that don't need a title. And now here goes the representation, the representation of the tag team division, who was separate from the regular people. And now it's a lot of singles competitors that just go into tag teams because they got nothing for them.
I hate that. Put them together. Nah, break them up and put them with somebody else.
Yeah. Damn, Lonnie, that sounded like you were recovering or something. He goes, I missed the bar. I know who you're talking about. It's Cesaro and Sheamus.
What?
He said he missed the bar.
Gigi, give us the information you received. We see you baffled over there.
No. I was just reading something non-wrestling related, and then I just happened to see a video. It says if I ever play 2K25 or whatever, I'll be spamming this move all day, and it literally looks like Fatu giving The Rock kind of like
That's the atomic drop.
yeah, right onto a cone.
Yeah.
Right into his rock bottom.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was just like kind of laughing right now about.
The Rock is no longer a virgin anally.
That's it. My guy said, Yahoo!
Damn.
Shit. Oh man. Oh, that just my ADD hit me, and that's what I came up with, folks.
Word.
Oh my gosh, I'm so congested.
All right, so are they the Young Bucks of WWE?
Oh.
Close the door. Motor City.
No.
If anything, the Young Bucks are more like them. It's so they've been around for a really long time, where they're, I guess, the way they introduced them in WWE, especially Corey Graves, is these guys are your favorite tag team.
Yeah, they're the generation before the Young Bucks.
Yeah. The Young Bucks got a lot of inspiration from them. They've been in the game for quite like more than 20 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's the thing about TNA. A lot of the guys we're seeing now were when TNA were first starting and they became competition for WWE. These are the guys that we're watching now in the WWE. AJ Styles, Alex Shelley, Christopher Daniels. All those people came up together. Samoa Joe, they're all that generation. And then the Young Bucks is like what happened afterwards when the independent started becoming more popular with, Ring of Honor and DCW, all those other, big time independent promotions.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought
Copy.
you.
Sometimes you gotta just let it go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let it go on air, let people know you're not playing games.
It was crazy is that I was about to hit that mute button and it just like came up and I said, I thought no, we didn't make it.
But yeah, that was the stamp on it. Boom. Don't ask no more questions, show. She gave you the of that.
That came from the soul.
Word.
Oh.
Her syndicate is gonna beat the brakes off the gun. Bro. We haven't got to AEW yet, but I'm gonna let that be with Gigi. We talk about the Rumble right now.
The Hurt Syndicate?
Yeah, because he's talking about the guns are back. So the Hurt Syndicate is just gonna beat the brakes off him.
Yeah.
I mean, if they beat the private party like that, then the gun should not give them any kind of.
No, I think that they should actually try to build a story there. But we're gonna touch base on that real quick, Lonnie. I think the last thing that we all is what the Cody and Kevin Owens. That's the last one.
Yeah.
We already touched base on the men's Royal Rumble. Did we or did we not? I mean, we
went. I think we went back and forth between the men and the women's Rumble.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, because there wasn't really any crazy surprises for the men's rumble except for AJ Styles.
Yeah. And
You
when he
know?
came back, I was just like, please go back to Roman's face. Fuck up the way you did last time. Like, please just let's make this a habit now. We never see AJ Styles beginning of his entrance at the Rumble.
Hopefully, we get to see him a little bit more tomorrow on SmackDown.
Oh, he's on Raw.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They said that he was the last trade on Raw. I forgot about that. You're absolutely well. I hopefully we'll see him next week on Monday Night Raw. That would be nice. Oh man. But yeah, there wasn't anything else.
Yeah. Even though I'm happy with the fact that we didn't get legends and I don't want to say wasted spots, but like meaningless stuff, like a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Like the women's Royal Rumble, Trish came back, but like I said before, Trish is always welcome. That's the WWE's girl. Like AJ Lee and Trish are the WWE's girls. You know, they show up anywhere and they're accepted. If AJ Lee popped up in the Rumble, people will be pissed she didn't win. And then she'll be on the sidelines just watching it in the crowd. And people are like, why didn't she win? She should have won just being in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? But like in the men's, we didn't get too many like legends or anything. It's good to showcase the main roster. And they took a lot of opportunities to set stories up with Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre now, or LA Knight and Logan Paul again. You know, the werewolf versus anybody. You know, Jacob Fatu showed out in that Rumble. You know, I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah, there was nothing. I'm trying to figure out if there was anything that we could have done. You know what's crazy? Before we get into the Cody and Kevin Owens match, some of the things that, or I should say, some of the surprises that we kind of thought did not come through, right? Who did we predict that was good? Well, we predicted possibly Randy Orton coming back.
Yeah.
No Randy Orton. We predicted
Solo.
Solo didn't show up. We predicted Trick Williams.
Yep.
Didn't show up.
Joe Henry was the only one that really showed up that we predicted.
Yeah. So not that many surprises in the men's rumble. And then we had I Show Speed, which was pure entertainment.
Yeah.
And it was great.
And the fact that he hurt his leg kind of justified him being in the Rumble. Like, good.
My guy had a full-on gash.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, that's about it. I'm watching again TNA.
Yeah.
Ashley or Ash something some fucking Dana Brooke.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know her new name.
Rosemary. Our girl Evans.
Savannah Evans?
Mm-hmm. Savannah Evans. Jazz.
From ECW?
Jazz. Yes, nigga.
Holy
Jazz.
shit.
And one girl, I don't know her. There's one other girl I just don't know. So then they look like they're doing like their women's Royal Rumble. And they look like they're trying to get rid of Savannah Evans here.
Shit,
Yeah, so if you want to watch Savannah Evans, she's on TNA, bro.
there you go. I just got to get access. I got to get that channel that it should be on. But all right, let's get to that Demolition Derby. Since show's been quiet. Show, what did you think of the ladder match?
Yeah.
It's like a 20-second delay with show. Unless he fell asleep.
No, sounded really busy where he was at.
Yeah, he's speechless, ladies and gentlemen. So Gigi, what did you think of the ladder match?
Yeah, Evan's on TNA, bro. She's been on TNA.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
say
you-
for a few months, or at least a month or two, by now that I can recall. But yeah, Savannah Evans. Or why do I want to call her Samantha? That's wild. Savannah Evans. Gotta keep smoking, y'all. Show fell asleep. Ray said I'll be right back and never came back.
Oh,
Guess they found where he was at, and his baby mom came through.
word.
Mm.
What happens when you try to duck child support?
Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. Cody Rhodes is a heel. Cody Rhodes is a menace. He is a menace to society. Cody Rhodes is a menace to society. He did not have to disrespect Kevin Owens with that Alabama slam onto that ladder where his head went in between the ladder. Not
Yeah.
only did it bounce, but it went in between the ladder. My guy's neck looked like he fucking broke. Okay? He owes me child support too. It's funny.
He was captured by the Wyatt Six.
Oh shit.
Yo, why does Leon's thumbnail look like you took headshots? Are you trying to be an actor or something? You know? Oh shit.
Maybe it
Say
was.
his name and he appears. I believe in Ray
What the
Sanchez.
fuck,
My
Ash?
bad. So the thing I thought was gonna make me late still ended up happening, just late, and I'm like, okay, but we're here now. We're good. What did I
Damn.
miss?
We was
Everything.
speculating what happened to you.
Everything. We're about to sign off.
Yeah.
Show. Show's not even here anymore. So
We're
just
done?
take us home. Just take us home.
That's it. And
We're
it's your
done?
friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
All right, doses. Everybody.
Okay.
See ya.
We just fucking with you. We got time.
The funny thing is, I was waiting for you to like just leave me on screen. I was gonna be like, yeah, remember I do this, right? Like, cool, we just here alone now. What's going on, y'all? I was like, wait a second, we still got like an hour to go. The fuck?
Shit.
Well, good. Okay. So to catch you up on, we were talking obviously about the men's Royal Rumble. We also touched base on the women's Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Not so much of the winners, but like of the surprise entries of who we saw, who we got. Shotzi Blackheart not being in there as well, and we'll talk about that in a second. Well, we have, but we'll talk a little bit more now that you're back.
Yeah.
And how there wasn't that many men surprises, and we talked about I Show Speed. We literally talked about both Rumbles. We went over the tag team match. And we were about to go into Rhodes and KO.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Gigi was saying that he's a menace.
And yeah, and I was saying that Cody Rhodes is a menace. But I will let you go ahead and give us about your 18 minutes of idea of the Rumble here, since you wanted to, miss the last hour or so.
I'm sorry. Well, wait, I wasn't gone that long. I left at
Listen, you were gone for
like
almost like 2 hours, bro. Like, I can't believe you.
Yeah.
I was gone for like maybe.
I couldn't smoke.
The last thing you spoke about was Luka.
I can't do that. That's just.
We were speaking about the Rumbles, and then I mentioned the Luka trade, and then that's when I got the call, so I had to leave.
And that was at 8:57.
8:50. There was no way. We started the podcast at 9.
See, you left before we even started.
Bullshit. Rewind the tape. But yeah, I think we spoke about that Monday too, about just the lack of surprises in the men's. But I feel like the men's didn't need it. At least in my opinion. I feel like the women's Rumble, it wasn't storyline heavy. It was more about those moments. It was about the showcasing the NXT talent, showcasing the returns, having those moments of just like, there's a lot of memorable things because it's crazy. The women's Rumble had returns, surprises, all that, and it was the most talked about Rumble. Meanwhile, the men's, it sets up Mania so much though.
Yeah.
Like that men's Rumble, there's so many matches now that can possibly happen because of the men's Rumble. Like, WrestleMania. There's a reason it needs to be 2 nights now because it's like there's a good amount of matches that could just happen because of what happened in the Rumble. Like,
You think they're gonna put that many matches on each night of WrestleMania?
I still feel like they're gonna do what 8 and 8 each night.
Think
I don't know because the way they've been going is like
I
4
feel
and
like
4.
5 and 5.
But no, so
maybe.
the reason I say 8 and 8 because it's still like it needs to be better timed because I don't know how. That was the one complaint I had about this Rumble, and it wasn't a complaint. It was just like that. It's like the show started at 6. How are we still here at 10:30?
Yeah.
Like, and there was only 4 matches. Like, if it was a normal pay-per-view, yeah, that makes sense. Like, there's a bunch of matches,
Well,
and like 2.5.
Well, I
Yeah,
definitely
So each
feel
Rumble was an hour.
yeah, and then each match had their own respectable time without going to I don't know. Maybe the women's
Yeah, that's
Rumble went a
true.
little bit over.
I
I don't
don't feel like
think
theirs did. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, if,
I want to retime it out because I want to see like, because how was it like? Because even the tag match felt like there could have been another like 10 minutes. That would have been fine.
yeah,
Like, and that's the funny thing. Like, the time just went. I just noticed I was at one point. I'm like, how is it already 10:30 and the match isn't over yet? Like, but again, it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a good thing when it comes to like, yo, you didn't feel it. It's just like 4 hours later, and we're like, oh, it's still going. But then it's the bad thing because it's like, as a production side, it's just like, this was a long show for only 4 matches.
yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. I just want to say this because I said this to Hutch and Ray yesterday when we got off the air. But when Tozawa got hurt and Triple H was like, "We need somebody to replace him," I thought Adam Pearce was like, "I got this."
same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
was like,
it
"Yo,
was
are they
right
gonna
there.
let him?"
So I'm just like,
You want to know
Or
why?
like Nick
Because
Aldis would
we
have came out in his
didn't see
gear.
it. We didn't see this kid until then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I mean, if you're on his live stream and you know whatever, you see that
you got to see him like interact with all that.
right from his like he because the one thing I really enjoyed this week, when it comes to wrestling content, is actually seeing some clips of him backstage talking to different superstars.
It was so just like it's one of those where again, like Toe said it. This was something where if it was any one of us, especially at that age, and you were told, "Hey, you want to come to the Royal Rumble and get access of all this," and then to be told, "Hey, what would you feel about getting in the Rumble?" Like none of us would have said no. There's not one person that's gonna admittedly be like, "Hell no!" Like, no, you're gonna do it. So this kid, you could see it in his face, just a genuine, just love of being able to talk to all these people, meet all these people. Like Triple H even said it in the press conference. Like, it's crazy when we see like, oh shit, look, this celebrity's there and this celebrity's there, and it makes you think like, well, yeah, because they're wrestling fans. They just happen to be this fucking crazy ass celebrity. Like when Matthew McConaughey was there the other day, it's like, yeah, he seemed like a guy that'll probably like wrestling. He's just fucking Matthew McConaughey. Like seeing this, it's awesome because it shows you just how much wrestling has transcended. And I was telling Toe on Monday though that as much as we could like kind of make fun of shit, now the celebrities they have to bring in are all streamers, but it works. Because one of my little cousins, who, funny enough, he was commenting yesterday. I wish he would have been here today just to be like to show because he's never watched like a full PLE before. He usually doesn't watch wrestling like that. Now he started because of Netflix. He was like, "Oh, I want to check it out," but because of fucking Kai promoting it and fucking Speed promoting it, he was like, "Oh, I want to watch to see what they do." I'm like, "Okay." He watched the whole Rumble from start to finish, and I'm like, "This is why. This is why they have to connect with those like content creators and shit like that because it connects to the fucking generation now."
This is the modern day Rock and Jock. Oh, remember when the Hulk Hogan and Cyndi Lauper was going?
Yeah,
You
like
know, it's the modern day that.
yeah, it's there's always gonna be that market. Like for like coming up with the Attitude Era, it's like they brought in the Tysons, they're bringing in this, they're doing that. Like it got people interested from other spectrums of the world. That it's like this now it works because it's like most people now they're watching streamers, they're watching the Kai Cenats, they're watching Speed, they're watching fucking Phantom and all these guys that do this shit on whatever platform now. that it's like it connects with them.
Yeah.
Like,
I was telling Gigi that the world switched as the wrestlers now are accepting these guys in the ring, like, oh, they're taking this shit serious, blah blah blah. They're bringing eyes to us. We're all, making money. But the fans of the old school wrestlers, like, he didn't do it the hard way, so we can't respect him for it. Yeah, like the fans turned into that old wrestler that was like, I'll break your fucking legs to be in the main event. And if you didn't, like, how they treated the Miz because he was on the Real World,
yeah.
like the fans became those wrestlers, and the wrestlers became the fans that just like the Miz because he's a good,
And you know what's funny? It's a situation of, because we got accustomed to that. Like, don't get me wrong. Saturday, I said that I became that for a few seconds, because when I saw, I was like, they're milking Akira Tozawa, just like they're panning the cameras. I'm like, someone's taking out Akira Tozawa, and then Carmelo does it, and I'm like, oh, cool. Let's just be a surprise. Let this be a surprise. And when they did that, my instant reaction at first was, why do we need him in the Rumble?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be, he's gonna do a TikTok dance, he's gonna do a fucking like the Fortnite shit, something.
Do you actually watch him?
I watch like when he does collabs with Kai.
You know what actually got me like, okay, this kid is for real, when he jumped over the car for real.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Something about that just was like, all right, this kid is like fearless. I don't like he goes up and barks at people and all that other shit, but like stuff like that, like, all right, this kid is fearless.
No.
But when he walked out and his music played and he was like, oh, fuck it, and embraced the moment, that's when I was like, that's the kid in me.
Well, and that's
the kid in me
like,
would wish I would do that.
It's like, again, from the just watching it, it's like, holy shit, like that's any one of us. That's the reaction of just getting to fucking go out there and have that moment. Like, but then when you're watching it from just business, I'm like, oh, here we go. And then just seeing him take that spear, I was like, you know what? I give him credit. Because taking that spear, I gotta give him the respect that he deserves. Because,
listen, but I just want to put in perspective. The celebrity with the most eliminations is Drew Carey. He eliminated the Hardy Boys and himself. Just throw that out there. Yes, he eliminated the Hardy Boys.
Didn't they?
Now I'm questioning how many people did Bad Bunny eliminate? Now you got me questioning these things.
No, I don't think Bad Bunny eliminated anyone. Technically,
well, I mean, like ever in any Royal Rumble.
Well, he was only technically a part of one, officially an entrant. The 1 year he just helped the Miz. I mean, not the Miz. He helped. Damien
that's right. That's right.
He's only officially been as a wrestler in one Rumble.
Right.
And that was the year Brock Lesnar fucking killed him.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah, but still, so like seeing that, I was like, you know what? I got to give the kid respect, because my guy took that spear, and it was like, oh fuck, like if that was bad enough, and then it's like, all right, see ya. You know what's funny? Technically, he wasn't eliminated that part at that point. Otis could have been like, you still want to go in there? Want some more? There you go. Because technically, when Otis caught him, he still wasn't eliminated. The minute he gets eliminated, technically, and it goes under, it's funny because it goes under Otis's record, is when he fell off the table. Because he technically was still in the Rumble till he fell off the table.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I said. I was like, if you would have just left 1 foot on that chair,
he would have been
in the Rumble.
What the funny thing is, that's what fucked up his leg, though. I don't know if y'all saw like the scrape he had. That's like, then was peeled. Was from the fucking table. Yeah,
he deserved that, though.
Wondering where it came from.
Because it's like, no, it couldn't have been from the fucking spear. Because
that's what I
fucking
initially thought. But yeah, no, I saw that fucking like this big on his leg.
Oh yeah, it was a nice fucking chunk. It was funny because Logan Paul on his podcast, Jake calls him like, yo, is Speed actually hurt? He's like, yeah, he fucked up his neck. He fucked this up. He fucked this up. And I'm just like, why was he okay the next day on his stream though? Because he streamed with Kai, and my guy was fucking fine. He's playing Fortnite, just like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. I couldn't walk for 2 days. I'm like, you look fine now, my guy.
My guy's like, I'm sore. What can we do for this? Chiropractor. You know what? This is cool. I'm good. All right.
I feel like I think he did that chiropractor that goes to all the celebrities and wrestlers. Bow Tower or High Tower.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he did a video with Speed, and he did that shit that Toe's talking about. He just barked in his face the whole time while he fucking cracking him.
Yeah,
like I get that's his gimmick. Like he did that shit to Randy, and that's why Randy, when he RKO'd him, was like he just barked right at him. Like, see ya. But yeah,
stay out, show.
Comes back 2 minutes later. But kudos though to Speed again for doing that. But what else? Do we talk about the
Gigi just finally admitted that the WWE changed for the better.
No. Toe admitted that he has finally seen change.
And the WWE, after the 15 years of Vince not being there, because remember when Triple H first took over, it was like nothing changed. Now it's just
now you have to see it. If you don't see it by like what they've been doing on Netflix and just the presentation, there's a drastic change in the feeling of it.
Yeah, but
it's like if you can't see that, now you're just I don't know.
But I watch Raw multiple times a week now because I gotta watch it with my pops.
Yeah.
They're going back to that Seth Rollins taking 40 minutes to talk shit.
Well, they're still gonna do little segments here and there like that because it's been a format.
I hear you. But the best parts of wrestling of the Raw on Netflix was we had storylines and it was moving and we had matches and we had other stuff to look forward to. And then when the shower curtain San Diego comes out and starts talking about nonsense for 40 minutes, it's like, damn.
Wait, but I was gonna ask because
wearing these like that shit was not.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I saw Busted Open this week had a very controversial clip. I don't know if you guys saw because they did the segment with Jey Uso of just Jay having that emotional moment. Before he got the promo, half the moment is just Jey Uso fucking yeet and then playing the music again and having that.
Yeah.
And people complained about it because, stuff like this is taken away from Raw and taken away from this. And Dave LaGreca basically saying moments like that and just having the whole crowd into it is better than any 5-star match you can put together.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a moment you will never forget.
So it is, but my thing is just how you like right now you said having Seth for too long, it's taken away from this.
Oh no. All right, true.
Yeah.
In reality, my personal opinion is just boring.
Yeah, no, and
he can't hold the promo for 40 minutes.
Yeah. So what I was gonna get with it is though, you still need the balance. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, maybe the Seth Rollins segment wasn't needed to be as long. That Jey Uso one, it fits perfectly because again, the crowd's into it. It's keeping them with that momentum that even if there wasn't a match there, it worked. But then you still need the balance of now we need a match. Because end of the day, wrestling, WWE has been built on its sports entertainment. So you still need the wrestling part of it as much as you need the entertaining segments and moments and all that. So you still need that. You need the world wrestling entertainment. You need that wrestling part.
But if we had to choose either the Jey Uso segments or the Rollins segments, I'm choosing the Jey Uso segment. Because right now, when it comes to CM Punk or Sami Zayn or Seth Rollins, you don't need too many words to push that along.
Yeah.
And if anything, with Jey Uso coming out, the fans are the ones talking. And that's why people love that so much.
Yeah.
It's like Daniel Bryan taking over Raw.
No, that's
movement.
It's become legit. This showed you though that Saturday was the right choice. Like this shows you the fact that the fans are behind them and they're loud and they had to play the music again. Like that was the first time I think in a minute that I've seen someone that they're like, "Oh, we got to play this again." All right, here we go.
Even the fans that were crying that he won.
Did y'all get into that yet? Or
I spoke about it before y'all came in, but not yet.
I was gonna say we need to talk about that because that
we was talking about the ladder match and we went on a tangent, but Gigi talking about Cody being a menace. I think we need Cody to embrace that Homelander moniker.
Oh, to fully go heel now?
No, not only fully go heel, but to be that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
Like that whole I can't be touched. So like he thinks he's a good guy, but because he got a taste of he can do whatever he wants and not get any repercussions, he goes overboard type.
So I definitely think they're teasing it, or at least Cody is. The heel turn is there. Like they just need to fucking pull the trigger. Because the fact that Cody is posing and right at Kevin Owens is just carcass. Like my guy is bent over in a bloody mess. And we're supposed to think this is the good guy?
Yeah, this was your friend.
Like this is our baby face here. This is our hero. And it's just like, yo, that's a dick move.
Word.
So it's like there's the way to do it. It's funny though, because I also feel like they kind of can do this a little bit with John Cena right now about just that power corrupting him a bit, because the fact that he said it's what's best for business right now is like.
So I think I was mentioned. All right, real quick. No, it's not weird that you got emotional with Jay. I got emotional with Jay also when he won the Rumble.
No, that's supposed to. That is what wrestling is supposed to do.
An emotional investment.
That is what this is supposed to be able to do to you. Like there's gonna be those moments. Like trust me. That's why I said it Saturday that it hit me. Like John Cena coming out, it hit me because they showed it. They fucking reminded me, and I had the conversation with my best friend about it because. It's funny, we didn't know. We both went to that same Royal Rumble. We didn't know each other then, but we both went to that 08 Rumble. And to me, that Rumble is always going to be special because it was my first ever WWE event, but it was the first event my dad took me to. So it's like there's so much that goes with it.
Yeah.
So it's like even that, it's like fuck. This is why I was a fucking John Cena mark, because I got to see that. And that was the first thing I saw live. Like, it's seeing that Saturday was like, it hit me when it's like, fuck, this is the last time we're seeing John Cena in the Rumble. And that's what wrestling is supposed to do. This is the art. This is an art form. It does that. Art is supposed to give you, it's supposed to make you feel something.
Yeah.
That's what art is. That is the whole purpose is you're supposed to feel something and it's to your interpretation. And it creates emotion. It creates that feeling of, again, people are going to have that emotion. If Jey Uso wins at WrestleMania, you know people are going to feel something. Because it's like, holy shit, a guy that it looks like he wasn't supposed to even be remotely near a WrestleMania main event is now doing it.
Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, and now Jey Uso. Three people that would get emotional.
Bro, it's like, it makes you have that. And that's what wrestling is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like this is what it's all about. It's moments like this, having that those moments. It's like this is what it's about. And for people to fucking complain about it, that it's like, oh, this is the worst decision ever. I'm just like, how? How do you see this where a whole stadium is going fucking nuts? And people are not letting him even say something, because you could tell, like my guy is holding back tears.
No,
that Rumble,
that tear came out on Monday.
No, but you saw like Saturday, like he's fucking living that high.
Yeah,
and he like wants to not break, but it's like, yo, the whole fucking place is yeet, yeet, Like
Yeah.
you saw it. You saw genuine reaction. Yo, even on commentary, like when they went into, oh, this is the post show, and Michael Cole just wanted to genuinely say something. Like you saw that it's like it gave something. It made people want to fucking be in the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Let me run an idea by you.
What's going on?
Because we were talking about who he's gonna face at Mania.
Okay.
Now, I was saying this is a long idea because it's gonna have multiple people.
Yeah.
I was saying that right now I think they're dangling Gunther in front of Jay.
Okay.
Just until Cody becomes that heel, that Jay needs to go and be like, yo, bro, you changed to Cody, and then like try to snap him out of it, and now it became personal between Jay and Cody.
Okay.
Now, let's say that's not the case.
Yeah.
And Jay goes to Gunther because he wants that get back. He wants to prove he could be Gunther.
Yeah.
Now you have John Cena versus Cody.
Yeah.
But now you can have John Cena versus Cody. Both of these guys are heels.
Yep.
Just because one, John Cena's in desperation mode. This is his last time. And two, Cody is so corrupt with power that it's like one of them got to snap each other out of it.
Yeah.
The old guard versus the new guard.
And it's the perfect story to do it with because it's like Cody's becoming corrupt because, oh, he's beating everyone. He's doing this. He finished the story. He did what he set out to do. With John, it's like it's the best version of what a heel John Cena would be. But I feel like he's the one that's like, he's doing this because he needs this. And he's going to try to make us believe that we need this. We need to see John Cena win a 17th title.
Yeah.
Like, because I think more than likely that's what we're getting. I think we're getting Jey Uso versus Gunther just because I feel like it having that moment of it's all or nothing here. Like, if I can't do this, I don't deserve to be world champion.
It's starting to feel like that. Like Gunther's making this a match where, okay, you want me? You have to put something else on. You have to put something on the line also.
I could see them do that. I could see this be the first time ever that it's like, oh yeah, I'll put my world title on the line, but you got to put your career on the line.
Yeah.
Something that's just like that last moment, that last ditch of like, fuck it. If I'm going down, I'm going down swinging.
Kind of like how, even though Kofi won the Elimination Chamber, every week Vince McMahon had to make him earn a shot at the title.
Bro, he kept to the end. Like, he fought everyone to fucking be able to claim.
Even the New Day had to fight people for him.
Bro, it's the perfect thing because it's like when you're fighting from the ground up, it gets us invested. Yeah. Now we're like, oh fuck, can this happen? Will it happen? Are we really about to see this? You know, like it's a wild story. It is a wild fucking story.
And that's what's bringing out that kid in me that watched wrestling. This is where you don't see any more jaded toe anymore talking about this guy, you know, what they did sucked or this, that. And I'm not really complaining about what they're doing because the kid in me is like, finally anything is possible.
Yeah, and that's the best thing about this, that it's like seeing Rumble on Saturday, the thought kept coming to my head. It's like, fuck, I don't know where they're going with this.
Yeah.
Outside of those two, like, and that's the thing. We can talk about that right now, and who knows if that's what happens. Like, who knows if we get John Cena in a title match at WrestleMania? Who knows who Jay's gonna pick? Yeah. We don't know, and that's what I love about this because it's a situation for the first time ever. There's so many directions all this can go, but then also they could just have something else crazy planned.
Yeah.
Like I said, like after the Rumble on Saturday, it felt like, okay, we're gonna get Roman, Seth, and Punk in a triple threat. We could possibly get none of that. We could possibly finally just get Roman, Rock, and probably CM Punk and Seth Rollins again.
You know, I was saying before you guys came on,
yeah,
it almost would make more sense if Seth fought Punk night 1 and then fought Roman night 2. Because Seth has the problem with both of them.
Yeah,
but I don't see the problem between Punk and Roman. And I know Roman said, yo, I helped you out last month or whatever, like a couple months ago, and but I don't see Seth and Roman just fighting each other because, like, Roman can give a shit if Punk left. You did yourself a favor because you didn't have to compete against me. That's the arrogance of Roman.
Yeah.
Seth took that person. Punk is taking what Seth's doing person. Roman is just the guy that if he has beef with someone, it's Seth. And that should have been ended last WrestleMania. But I thought they were leaning towards Punk, Seth, and Roman in the chamber. But since Roman's out of commission indefinitely,
Yeah, till maybe
you know,
at least.
yeah, he's gonna have his match at Mania. But also, one of the things that made me jaded, back in the day was the favorites got everything. And in life, life's not fair, but you want to assume that you have the opportunities, the same opportunities everybody else has. You just got to make the best of them. But when you see it in wrestling, the favorite John Cena always getting him the title no matter what. The favorite Charlotte Flair always getting the title no matter what. Seth Rollins is always going to be in the main event no matter what. It's like, I live this shit already.
Yep.
I have to play second fiddle to that kiss ass piece of shit over here who's getting the raise or the promotion, or he doesn't have to work and I have to work twice as hard to pick up his fucking slack because he kissed his ass. I don't want that in my wrestling.
You want the escapism. That's always what wrestling is supposed to be. It's supposed to be that moment that you finally get the escape. You get that moment to just be out of it. And it's the thing that now, that's why I feel like we're there, that it's like this whole WrestleMania card, we might get a fucking insanity. We might get 2 nights of just like, oh shit, this is going to keep me entertained. Like I said, after that Rumble, I could see that triple threat match happening. I could see AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I can see John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I can see Jey Uso versus Gunther once again. I can see fucking Tiffany and Charlotte. And there's so much more that's still needed. Like Braun needs to be on there. Like it's how do you put everyone?
Yeah, you know what I want to see, and no one mentions this, and when you just went down that line of the matches, I want to see Jimmy get a title. I want to see Jimmy get a United States Championship.
I can see that because I feel like one of the 2 titles is gonna get a ladder match. Like that usually is how it goes.
Yeah.
Like so maybe for the US, if anything.
Yeah, because Shinsuke is standing in the back.
Yeah, he's just watching. He's scouting.
And not for nothing. And Gigi mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
When it was the Usos in the penitentiary, Jay took the lead. Jimmy took the lead. And he has just as much charisma as Jay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're fast tracking him, but you can put that Shinsuke versus Jay in a match for the United States title on Mania one of the nights. Listen, man, I don't want to see him stagnant because of Jay.
I think that's the unfortunate scenario, though, that I think everyone's looking like, oh, Jay has this, and then
Jimmy got to sit in the back. Nah.
No, not even that he has to. It's kind of what's happening, Like I don't feel like there is that urgency, Like even at the Rumble, it was like, oh yeah, cool, Jimmy's coming out.
Yeah.
And that was about it. It wasn't like, oh shit, here comes Jimmy, Like
all right, hold on. We got some questions here. Hold on. Let's see. How long does Cena hold the title if he beats Cody Rhodes? Do you give him the answer to SummerSlam?
I don't see it holding it for long, but who would you build up by SummerSlam though? Because whoever he drops it to, it has to be someone that like.
Now, in a perfect world, if John Cena faces Cody Rhodes and beats him at WrestleMania, they have to do a character swap. So if Cody Rhodes goes in as a heel, he needs to come out of that match as a face. And that way at SummerSlam, he can win the title back from Cena. And John Cena's the heel. But unless you have like what Jacob Fatu wins it, but like even then at that time it's like Jacob Fatu is more of a Umaga than a Yokozuna, and I say that as the fact of Yokozuna with the title just seemed right.
Yeah.
Umaga was the Samoan bulldozer. He was someone who didn't need a championship.
But that's the thing. I think Jacob definitely can be the guy to beat Xena if that's the way we're gonna go. But I think Xena needs to be babyface then.
Yeah,
because it needs to be a Jacob heel title run.
Yeah. So I've never been to WrestleMania, and from what I think you should expect is one, the shit's gonna be expensive. So have money to splurge.
Facts.
Two, it's gonna be long.
Yeah.
So just know that, because when we went to Grand Slam, that shit was fucking 7 hours. And if you're going to 2 nights of WrestleMania, rest before you go, because it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster. But have fun.
Make sure you have I don't know, Janelle, I don't know if you're traveling to Vegas and everything like that. Rent a car, because I saw a lot of people unfortunately got stuck after the Royal Rumble without transportation
because they were Ubering.
Apparently Uber, was like null and void.
Man, we don't have 50,000 people to fucking send over there.
Like, apparently there was no Ubers, and I'm just like, yo, if that was New York, there would have been bing, 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 bing. Like, you would have just
stood outside the Madison Square Garden.
A fact, like Uber would have just been like there, just ready to pick up. It would have probably been a lot pricier though, because surcharges are gonna be a bitch. But there would have been people at least.
Yeah,
like, because that's been the funniest thing when I see that. It's just, I saw that and I was like, holy shit, damn. But
yeah, do you do Bianca Belair versus Jade at WrestleMania or Naomi, or do you wait until SummerSlam? I think, to be honest with you, either you do something with the tag team titles, or maybe Bianca versus Rhea. But
I thought we were gonna. Might still do it. I could see.
What about this, Ray? What about Rhea's titles in a ladder match at WrestleMania? The 6-women's ladder match
for the women's world title.
Yeah, because you got Liv Morgan who could still go after Rhea. I know they ended it, but they're not ending it.
No.
Like fucking Alexa Bliss just came back. She hasn't been officially anywhere. Bianca wants to wrestle her. Raquel can make a run for it. Like, there's so many women right now that can wrestle, and you're pointing at Charlotte, and if Charlotte goes to Tiffy,
Well, that's the thing. I think Charlotte has to pick before Chamber. So technically, we're already getting whoever wins the Elimination Chamber faces Rhea. So I don't think we're getting a ladder match for that title. But it's not a bad idea if they were going to go different routes of, well, this person wants a shot, and this person wants a shot, and this person wants a shot. I think we might end up, even though no, because did Liv qualify for the title?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Rhea. Also, now here's another scenario for you.
Yeah.
What if we do Andre the Giant Big Boss Man type shit where Raquel wins the Elimination Chamber and forfeits her win to Liv? And Adam Pearce is like, nah, that's not how this works. You want to forfeit your shot. Now we're just going to have to redo it, and everybody else is going to have to earn it. And now there's chaos everywhere, and that leads to a ladder match. Or at least a multi-woman match for the title.
I would have liked, if that was the case, Raquel should have qualified.
Well, there's still... She had a match to qualify?
No, I'm just saying she should have been the one to qualify. Like, don't even have Liv qualify.
I mean, you have both of them qualify.
But that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have Liv qualify. So I feel like Liv doesn't even have to worry about the number type scenario. That it's like...
Yeah, but it's kind of like they're teaming up and someone gets a drop on Liv and pins her, and she's like, oh, fuck. The same way she got eliminated. And then Liv's like, oh, you win it, and then you just give me the title. You just give me the match or whatever. Because
I thought, and I forgot, that's why I asked. I was like, wait, did Liv qualify on Monday? Because I thought they would do Liv and Raquel again at the Chamber against Bianca and Naomi. Have them drop the belts, and then you set up for the match. So you could set up for if you're gonna do the triple threat, if you're gonna do Jade versus Bianca or Jade versus Naomi, because I feel like they're gonna end up doing the Jade thinks it was Naomi, but the whole time it was Bianca.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh yeah, you were the one that set this up so you can take my spot, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, it was Naomi. It was Bianca the whole time.
Bro, I would love if it was both of them. And it was the double cross. Naomi and Bianca turned heel. Like the New Day. Or you never know. It could have been Nia who did that shit to her. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, like
after
or,
the Rumble too.
Yo,
I don't know if they should turn Bianca heel.
Here you go, Ray. WrestleMania. The goodbye of goodbyes. You know who attacked Jade?
Who?
Natalya Neidhart. Natalya attacked Jade. Because Natalya was on some the bitch ain't in my league. And she just did it because she was jealous. And that's how she got into the Rumble, because it was an open spot and she politicked for it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was just I did it for The Rock. You know? There's a million ways to go.
Yeah, there's definitely.
We're also assuming that Jade's coming back.
Yeah, anytime soon. That's the thing. Yeah,
because the Royal Rumble would have been perfect if you're gonna start a storyline with.
That's what everyone expected. That's like, hey, they're gonna start building it from here, and the fact that
you could build it at the Chamber, but she would have to screw over Bianca or Naomi, and then she's the heel. All right, you're back.
Oh, okay. All right. I see the notification.
Yeah.
So I just want to circle real quick about something of the Women's Royal Rumble, since you mentioned Bianca. I think that Bianca got some jealousy issues.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when with the Jordan Grace hug and all that,
she was like ragdolling.
It just made me feel like, oh, wait a minute. You the jealous one?
That's my friend.
Wait a minute. Hold up. But what's going on with Jade? Was Naomi or getting too close to, like, no. Was Jade getting too close to Naomi and that was like her bestie? Maybe she was the one that took out Jade. And that's why Bianca kept asking, yo, what's going on? Who got info? What's going on? Like asking, like, what? Does anybody know anything yet? Have we heard anything? No? Okay. Really? Nothing? Wow. It's crazy. Yep, let's go to the ring, girl. Just saying. Also, I was just totally random, since we are basically now on the road to WrestleMania. Just put on WrestleMania 20, and we just opened up with Word Life. This is basic thugonomics going against the Big Show.
Our apology.
It's okay. My kids
have to sit through that.
And what do you mean? It wasn't bad. You know what? It wasn't bad because he was doing his.
That was the best version of Cena.
Yeah. His diss though is like, this nigga, like he said some wild shit, and it was an ayo moment. He was like a penis with STDs, and I'm like, hey yo.
There was no AO back then. That's why.
I know, and by hearing it now, it's like, it doesn't age well. Because if you just take that clip out and it's just completely out of context. Just saying. I think Bianca attacked Jade. I think that's what's gonna happen because she got mad jealous.
But I feel like that's kind of the little thing of like it makes you start speculating again. That's what I want from this because it's just like they're gonna keep teasing and make you think, oh, it must have been this person, or it must have been her, it must have been her, and then it's like maybe it's neither. Maybe they just do the swerve of swerves, and it's like neither had anything to do with it, but you're just gonna speculate that one of them must have. Like, but we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens.
Yeah. And what was the conversation that I came into that had to deal with Bianca Belair?
We spoke about having a multi-woman match. Oh, so basically what you came into was if they're gonna do Jade screwing over Bianca at the Elimination Chamber, then Jade becomes the heel and not Bianca.
Well, no, yeah, Jay's coming back as the baby in this scenario, no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
it has to be her coming back like redemption, wanting revenge on whoever was the. My thing is, I feel like it was almost set up for Bianca to be the heel, but again, after seeing Saturday, I don't know if they should turn her heel. Like the fan reaction to her, it's weird because it's like the Xena effect that it's like, can you turn them heel when they get that fucking pop every time they come out? That's like, do you risk that just for a storyline?
And we all know that Bianca sells merch.
That's the thing too. Like, it's because not everyone's gonna have the luck like the New Day. Like New Day, even as heels, people are buying the New Day suck shirt. Like they're lucky that it's like people still want to fucking buy and support. And like it's funny because it's like they're doing that angle. Meanwhile, up, down, down is still getting a bunch of views, especially now that they're doing 2K25 content.
The New Day sucks was a thing when they started. So that's you could have bought that now with them being being faces and people would still buy that. You know what I'm saying? Like the New Day is a conundrum. 20 years or 10 years of them being that. But I think Bianca turning heel is a possibility that people will still be around. Like she has that charisma to be a heel or a face.
Yeah.
It's just we would see more of the, for lack of a better phrasing, the ghetto come out of her as a heel. You know, it'd be the same level of charisma, just different type of charisma. But I think like the Street Profits, I think they work now as a heel better than with Bobby because Bobby was basically making them something they weren't, and now they're just like they legitimately want the smoke now. It's not a saying. They're here to fuck people up because they're pissed. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what people are like, oh shit, these motherfuckers, they coming to fuck people up. You know what I'm saying? So Bianca turns ratchet. There's a for me at least there's a little
Did we
appeal
not
there.
say ratchet? The fuck?
It's
Don't
just
need
a lack
to be
of a better phrasing.
ratchet. She don't need to be ratchet. She just gotta be a little hood. Ain't nothing hood about. No.
There's some appeal there.
Phrasing.
No.
Remember, phrasing.
I said lack of a better phrase. Okay,
Yeah,
I couldn't think of anything better than ratchet.
Still, ratchet.
She ratchet.
You gotta be mindful of phrasing. It's like Gigi just said about the John Cena comment. You gotta age well, man. It's like I said, to me, I currently can't see it anymore. So I don't know how they're gonna book this.
What the fuck?
Because right now I can't see them turning Bianca. Because even the Street Profits right now, I don't know if I can buy them as heels in this angle. Because them attacking the New Day, I mean not the New Day, attacking the Motor City Machine Guns and attacking DIY, I'm just like, why would you not let the Machine Guns win first and then beat up all four guys?
So we discussed this before when you left.
Okay.
I like that because it was one of those. Not only we gonna fuck up DIY, but we want these titles too. So we're gonna do two birds, one stone.
We're gonna fuck up your opportunity and let it be known that nah, we next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was because remember my argument for Finn. Why did you cost him the title when you want to fight him? Like, why wouldn't you fight him for the title?
But that's my thing. It's like they want the titles.
No, they're right.
Is
they're just gonna screw anybody, right? That was in that match.
They're skipping the line.
Think about it, right? The Motor City Machine Guns. We know them for obvious reasons. There are new fans that are just meeting them. So if you think about it, let's just say Street Profits be like, man, fuck these niggas. Fuck these guys. Nope. And you know what? I don't fucking like you either. You fucking chumps. Boop. The hell with y'all. Why? Because now we're going to make ourselves known, and the hell with you guys. You're just going to put yourself, I'm going to put myself out there. No. You're not winning the title. Why? Because I don't have the title. So you're not winning the title. You know what I'm saying? In a childish way, but we have to be heelish. If they just went and attacked the Motor City Machine Guns and left DIY by alone, I think it would have added just the fact that they did turn heel. Right now, they might be just running all over the place, but let's see what that next promo and that next segment is going to look like. Because we need to add on to this. Because is this where we're leading to? We need to be able to believe it. Besides those chair shots.
Yeah, I need reasoning of why. Because it's like, again, I get the because I guess commentary tried to save it. That's like, oh, they feel like they got skipped and all this, and I'm still like,
well, remember DIY was the ones that jumped them, so they need their get back.
So you let them win,
and I guess they've been
yeah. So that's the thing, though. Like I was saying, the psychology of it is, we are not here to fuck around anymore. We want to smoke, but they fucked us up. We got to get our get back. We're taking your titles from you. It's like a Joker. It's like a Joker type shit. No one kills the Batman but me. Okay. Y'all just got lucky because we're not letting the Motor City Machine Guns beat and take the titles from you guys because we deserve those titles also. It's we want our get back, but we want those belts also. Remember, their whole run was we need to get these titles back. You need to get these titles back, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So those titles are very important to them, as well as beating up some fucking DIYs.
Got you. Okay. Because my head is still like, so now you do this. Now you have Motor City Machine Guns on your head too.
They didn't
So
think.
it's like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it's just like the psychology of it. Just like, so why wouldn't you let the Machine Guns win the belts?
So
you then face DIY, you beat the shit out of them, then you face the Machine Guns.
Okay, so here's my thinking of what their character development is. They're in there, they're looking serious as shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to portray that they're the tag team versions of Jacob Fatu right now. But like on the thing of we're dangerous.
Yep.
We're not fucking around no more. We're not your little fucking red cup motherfuckers. I'm not wearing this glove shit. I'm here to fuck y'all guys up and be tag team champion.
So I hope that's the thing too. Friday, if they do show up to do a promo and everything, I need to see that switch.
Yeah.
Because the fact that the theme that was still playing is the babyface theme, I'm like, we need a new theme song for y'all. Because that one still makes me want to put a red cup and just the swag. Like that song doesn't work for them if they're gonna be like dominant heels. Like if they're about to be heels that it's like, all right, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. Like we want that smoke, then I need a song that reflects that.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Like even the New Day having their theme switched, it works. Also, shout out to that was made by Jim Johnson. Like shout out to everyone that saw it. If you had the the closed captions, and then it even said it at the end. Like when they give the producer credit and all that, it said music score now by Jim Johnson.
Hey,
Hopefully this is a full thing. Hopefully, little by little, we start getting Jim Johnson just remade themes for everybody.
please.
The fact that
Rebel, whoever, they're terrible.
Like the fact that the Royal Rumble that's I think the only thing I could really complain about is you don't really know who the fuck is coming out next.
Yeah. No, you can't
outside of the few that it's like, okay, this is their theme. Like, I'm so glad they gave AJ his old theme back because it's like, yeah, we wouldn't have known. Like Finn, his pop got fucked over. Cause I was like, whose theme song is this?
I ain't gonna lie though, while he was coming, I was like, yo, this shit is fire though. This shit hit hard. Like if you listen to it, his shit is hard.
I mean, you feel like for Finn. That's
well. Remember, I'm looking at the Finn that thinks he's Mexican.
Yeah,
like that Judgment Day Finn.
See a bit of a change there soon.
I don't know. Like to me, it just felt like, okay, who is this theme song for? Because it definitely wasn't for Finn. Like AJ's theme, as much as like I said, it worked and it was cool that they brought it back. It's still funny to think, yeah, this wasn't supposed to be your theme anyway. So it's like, okay. Like RIP, because that was supposed to technically that theme was supposed to be for the Briscoes.
But they don't want none?
Yeah, that was supposed to be for the Briscoes.
I thought that wasn't that supposed to be Bobby Roode shit?
No, it was supposed to be
no, Bobby Roode shit was supposed to be Shinsuke's.
Shinsuke's, yeah. Shinsuke's theme was supposed to be Bobby's. But then this theme was supposed to be for the Briscoes. That's when they gave the idea, hey, make a theme that's supposed to be for this. It was that was the concept that they came with. So
I mean, yeah, I would like more relatable songs.
Yeah, songs like like because like there's so many themes that it's like you just all you have to hear is the first lyric and you already know who it is.
When I hear Candice LeRae's song, every time I hear it goes, who the fuck is this? And then I see him like, yo, why she got the hardest song on the fucking block? Like that ding 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 ding. It sounds like if a horror movie's about to start.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why has she got this?
Yeah. What happened, Gigi?
I'm gonna show you guys in a few.
Oh shit.
What happened? Uh-oh.
What did you do, Tyson?
Oh man. Where am I? All right, no.
You guys are hard in the paint today, sweet. Wait.
I'm gonna just put it in the chat. I went on YouTube and that's what I see. That's what I see in front of me right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so let me give you a picture. I actually am looking at a What Culture Wrestling thumbnail. Ricochet is on all fours, and Swerve Strickland's mouth is like open in an awkward. Like they couldn't pick a better thumbnail than this.
What's the name of that movie?
Yo, this don't look right. Like, bro,
what's the name of that movie with John Travolta and Samuel Jackson, where Samuel Jackson does the Bible quote? Pulp Fiction. That reminds me of when Bruce Willis and Vin Rames is in that room.
Stop.
Tell me it does. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw. I was like, oh shit.
Wait, I'm pause for 1 second. The fact that you forgot Pulp Fiction, though.
No, the name of that movie is
Man,
I wasn't a fan of
Quentin
Tarantino. Yeah, it was his movies are acquired for me.
I love his movies, dude. From Dusk to Dawn.
Yeah, there's some I like. Yeah, but
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is one of them as well.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction is one of those that's like it changes like night and day sometimes between Pulp Fiction and My Cousin Vinny. Like, which is my top movie between those two? Because like Pulp Fiction, there's so much that's like, if you really break it down, there's so many layers to that fucking film that it's like,
Yeah, it's like 4 films in one.
Legit, like that, and that's what I love about the stories, because it's just like it's so out of place, but it's just like it created something that's like you can make other movies just based off like what happens here, and they're supposed to like there's supposed to be a whole movie based off John Travolta's character in the movie. Like they're supposed to do a whole spin-off of it that was supposed to connect to fuck, I forgot the name of the other movie, but they were supposed to connect it all because they were like
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
I'm sorry, I'm in shock. I'm like literally questioning your movie taste with Quentin Tarantino. Like, how do you not love Inglourious Bastards?
Okay,
Like,
I actually wasn't a fan of it.
So
what about the Kill Bill? Kill Bill 1,
No.
Volume 2. There's Pulp
They were-
Fiction.
they-
There's
they were too slow.
Brown. There's Django. Oh my god.
Django was okay, but like Kill Bill for me was too slow.
Gotcha.
Like I grew up like literally just watching like action movies or dramas.
Yeah.
When some shit was like too over the top or too slow for me, it's like I'm out.
I can see that.
I didn't really develop a patience for movies until I got older.
Gotcha.
I didn't see Scarface until I was like fucking 17, 18, because to me it was just a drug dealer, blah blah blah. And once when so much hype about something happens, I was the guy that was again like fuck them. Then I saw it, I was like, oh, it's not bad.
He wanted to be the opposite of retro. He's like, nah, I ain't going with
Yeah.
that. Fuck yeah, motherfucker. But no, yeah, that I could get that because again, Quentin Tarantino movies, it has his cinematic style to it. That's like it's that slow burn, but then once it picks up, it fucking picks up.
Oh, like I hate Shamalama Ding Dong. I'm like Shamalama, yeah.
Why?
Okay. The Happening? Nothing happened. Nothing happened, bro.
Watch Trapped. Actually, a really good M. Night Shyamalan movie.
The only one that was alright was Signs.
Okay.
And that's because Mel Gibson was in. I was a fan of Mel Gibson.
Got you, but not yet. Trapped was a really good M. Night Shyamalan movie that just came out last year, actually, and it's on HBO already. But it's a really fucking good movie. Like it's a nice fucking psychological horror movie. Really good.
Okay.
It's horror just because of like the theme, but it's not really horror. So even if you just like psychological movies, it's a really good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was very bright. Like I'm good.
Where else are we going with this? Because I forgot where we were. Actually.
I don't know. I was just.
Oh no, the picture that she gave us. We took.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah.
I can share it. Hold on. I have it on my phone. You know what? I can't. Oh, I totally can. Hold on. Congestion. Yeah.
Yo, I'm feeling the same now. This is annoying. I think it's the weather because it's.
Absolutely.
Like, at one point I can breathe out of both noses, and then it's just like one nostril just gets fucked, and I'm just like, God.
Yeah, no, it's not pleasant.
So Vicks has been my best friend the last few days. Just like breathing it in, just to fucking open up my nostrils. But
where the fuck did it go?
What, the picture?
No. Like I just downloaded it on my computer. That's why.
Because I was gonna say I can show it if you want me to show it.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Do 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 do
do. Here, window and chill. There we go. We're gonna share. That is what I was looking at on my TV. It was a thumbnail from What Culture Wrestling. Guys at What Culture Wrestling, if you ever see this, y'all need to pick better thumbnails. Like what?
So I wonder if they actually. So I feel like that was just one of those when YouTube just picks your fucking thumbnail for you. I feel like that's what happened, unless one of the guys from What Culture was just being funny, which they tend to do. Shout out to the fucking team at What Culture, because they definitely those in the words of Osprey, those cheeky bastards.
Yo.
So it might have been that. It might have been that, but I just want to know what was the spot. Like, why is Strickland having that face? And what the fuck is Ricochet looking at? Like, what just happened that they're both like,
He's just like, look at he is on all fours. Literally all fours.
what the fuck did they do something where I feel like
That
I
face.
feel like Strickland just got hit in the balls, but I want to know what the fuck happened with Ricochet.
That's what I want to know.
Somebody must have like made an entrance.
But who? That's my thing. It's like, did Hangman just come out?
No,
Did
not,
fucking Prince
maybe
Nana come out? I want to know.
no. Yo, all right. I mean, I'm
Okay. Do we get to the main event of the episode today? Do we finally talk about these motherfucking crybabies?
Yeah.
Because we got now we're unfortunately down to the last 15 minutes of our obligated time, so we don't get fined. So the fandom deciding that when they're finally given something, and now all of a sudden they don't want it. I have to ask this again. Do people actually like wrestling anymore, or do they just like to fucking complain about it?
all I want to do is complain.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like that's all it is. Like, people watch, and this goes for all stages of it, from independent to the semi, like right there, to the TV products, etc. Like, I feel like we're at a stage where it's just like, I want to complain because that gets me likes, and that gets me clicks, and that gets me retweets, and that gets me views and all this shit. And I feel like it has become such a toxic trait that people don't realize that they're starting to do it. And it's making me hate like the fandom at times, because even a friend of mine, I'm not going to name names, but I hope they realize I'm talking about them, because they're doing it more and more, and they're not noticing that I'm like, bro, you're becoming what we talk shit about. Because the fact that you're like, oh, but this is like, it's funny. I'm like, no. Like, if you're buying into the bullshit about just trolling to troll, like wrestling, it's like, you're one of them. Like, this is stupid. But yeah. What's your thoughts?
I honestly think that the attention seekers just found their way to wrestling. You know, and it like, yeah, our voice was heard on multiple occasions. With like Bryan Danielson, Kofi Mania, even the Cesaro shit with Roman. And it's like, at that point, it's like, cool, you heard us. That's all we wanted to get back to our, daily schedule. But then the people that found out, oh, people are hearing you here, they want that attention.
Mhm.
And it doesn't help that when they cry, there's 4,000 YouTube videos and 4,000 YouTube news outlets that make that the main story.
Yep. And then it's like, and that's what creates it, because they start to see like, oh, look how many clicks this person got because of it. Or look how many clicks this person got over it. Oh, look, they're getting a following. Like, as much as it's just the easy one to pick, but the fucking JDs from New York, guys like that are the reason why people think, oh, let me become this kind of content creator, because they see that wrestlers react to it and attack it. But if you start to notice, the people that react to it, they're not reacting in a good way. So if your idea is, oh, if I do this, I'll get a reaction from wrestlers, yeah, just know they're reacting to you and have no respect for you.
Mhm.
No matter what you say now, your opinion means shit. Because all you wanted to do was this, and this might not actually be your thought process. You're just saying it to say it. And that's the sad fact, because it's like, if that's the case, bro, just enjoy wrestling. Because that's the sad part. When I see a lot of these articles and a lot of this shit, I'm just like, you're just repeating what everyone else is.
Yep.
Like, do you genuinely not like this? If not, I get it. Hey, wrestling is not for everyone. Also, it's just like the saying goes, Wrestling is like ice cream. There's a bunch of flavors out there. Find the one that you like, watch that. Because not everything is for everyone. Not everyone's gonna like the WWE. Not everyone's gonna like AEW. Not everyone's gonna like deathmatch wrestling. Not everyone's gonna like MLW, NWA, etc. It's like, if you don't like it, cool, don't watch it. Because there's genuine people that are not gonna like it, no matter if they switch this, if they don't. Like, I saw this week too. I saw someone post, "Oh, I haven't watched WWE for years. I decided to watch the Rumble, and I had to turn it off instantly." I'm like, wait, so you didn't even give it a chance?
Yeah.
If you instantly turned it off, what was the point?
Yeah, like, what was it? Women were wrestling and you turned it off? 'Cause that's what happened when that's what started the
Rumble. Yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah, like, what are you, Muslim? Was like, what are your religion? You can't see women wrestle?
It was like, what happened?
Yeah,
what happened? That's like, nope, that's it. Like, you don't give it a chance, and that's but that's the consensus. People that want to just complain about it don't give it a chance to even get a footing before they're already tweeting, "This is the worst show ever," or "This is how they would have done it."
The worst part of wrestling, well, the fans at least, is the tribalism. People think that what they think is gospel. Remember, like, ECW came out, people loved hardcore wrestling, and there was a lot of people that watched ECW that thought if you didn't like ECW, you weren't a real wrestling fan, because this is real wrestling. And then you get AEW is like, oh, I hate WWE, and AEW is this, or WCW is where the big boys play, and people like, if you're not into what I'm into, then you're a fucking fake fan. And it's like, that's the worst part of it, because if you're into everything and you go, all right, I watch ECW, I watch WWE, I watch that, they're gonna think you're fake also. And it's like, first off, who gave you the rule of what somebody should like or not?
Yeah.
And then you sit there and you go, WWE sucks because they're not doing what Ring of Honor is doing, or they're not doing what Japan's doing, or like they're not doing what ECW did. ECW killed each other, and yada yada yada. Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
See, and that's the funniest thing, when it's like, oh, why don't they do this? It's like, because that's what they do. Like, if that's what you want to see, go watch that. Because that's what I always find with the funny thing with tribalism. That's like, oh, if they only did this, I'm like, so you like what they do. But because you have to have this mentality of you can only watch this, it's like,
yeah, they think like they're a higher class of wrestling fan.
Yeah. And it's the funniest thing, because it's like, are you getting paid at all for this? And then I love that opinion of fans, when it's like, oh, if this person only talks about this company, they have to be like a stooge for the company.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they must be getting paid. And it's like,
so, and it's funny that you say that, because earlier I was on, I follow Mini, I keep forgetting her.
Right? Mini Partible,
yes,
like, she was just at the
was just at the Rumble. So she posted up something
with Jaren and them for the 2K event.
Yep. So she literally posted up something on her page where a random fucking troll, again, a toxic fucking cancer to the community, was like, oh, I see now they invited nobodies there. She was like, yeah, well, where's your invite then?
Yeah.
She was like, where was your invite then? Like, it's the hate, because it's the hate that, one, this is not what people want, and this is not what they're getting.
Yep.
And they think that they're entitled to be like, oh, this is terrible.
Oh,
this
man,
is terrible.
The entitlement now is fucking ridiculous, because
I know.
I don't know if you guys, do you guys have on TikTok, you guys ever seen this guy, Big Mark, or I think that's his name, the one that sings like wrestling themes. Big Daddy Mark, that's his fucking name. So they had invited him once. They gave him like floor seats. He was at SmackDown, and they just let him have a good time at the show. So this dude had a whole fit because they did the video with Triple H calling Speed, saying, oh, this should be him, and that he should be getting that type of treatment. and then he's the reason like WWE's getting all this engagement. He even tweeted out he's the reason Triple H's song is relevant again. And I'm just like, bro.
How much cocaine is this motherfucker on?
Bro,
I don't even know who you're talking about.
But that's the worst part because a lot of people don't. And it was the funniest shit because the next day, because he got so much hate for it, because he just kept going. He was like, "Oh, I was just kidding. Like, I love the WWE, this and that." And that's like, "No, bro. Everyone saw the tweets. There's receipts.
Yeah, read the room.
Put the shit out there. Now you deal with the consequences." And then even Joey Janela made fun of him because of it, because Joey even said, "Yo, this dude has gotten that fucking egotistical." They wanted him to just come and sing, I think, New York, New York at the Hammerstein show.
Mm.
And he legit told them, "Oh, yeah, I'll do it. That's going to be $3,000. He's like, hell no. The dude wanted $3,000. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's what pisses me off about these fucking cocksuckers. Let them invite us to any fucking thing, and we be like, "Yo, this shit was the best." I don't give a fuck who they have on TV. Like, this shit was dope. They acknowledged the fact that we existed as a fucking podcast or wrestling talk show.
But that's the difference between, like, us and then a lot of other people where, again, it's a toxic ass community, and then it has become a toxic community. That's why, like, I kind of like got away from Twitter and X because they're the most toxic ones. I'm normally on Threads, and it's not toxic yet, and I'm hoping that it stays that way.
People kind of forgot that app existed.
Yeah,
because it's like an extension of Instagram. So it's like, let me put the pictures that didn't perform with.
Yeah,
you know what I don't like, that sometimes I try to share things from IG to Threads, and it's like a post or a picture, and if I comment it, when I go back into it, I don't see the picture. I just see, like, if I put like 3 emojis, it'll be just the 3 emojis, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I put something here, but I digress. But the entitlement of people, $3,000, bro. Not one of my even favorite wrestlers cost that much, and they'll even sing it for me, with me, and all this other stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no. People really think that their shit don't stink.
Yep.
And who's to say that if he didn't go there, do the thing, have enough time, get in a good graces with them, they might have been like, "Yo, let's work out something."
Yeah, like, bro. The thing is, don't get me wrong. Again, nothing is free. It's a business. But $3,000 when you got big off TikTok videos?
Yo,
come on, man.
To me, a relationship with the WWE is way more than $3,000.
Bro, like,
imagine we're in a similar boat, and they bring us in there, and they go, "Yo, your tips of the day. We'll let you have Chelsea Green. He give you some tips of the day." To me, that's worth way more than $3,000.
Yeah, bro. It's like I said earlier. We would have been jumping on that type of shit. Like,
yeah. I mean, I don't know how many times I got bad knees, but metaphorically, we would have been jumping on that.
Fuck it, bro. I would have been like, "Yo, you want to take this bump? Sure. Yo, I'll take Kevin Owens' package power driver. I got to."
That's it. I'll be more than happy to let them know. Hey, he said that he'll go through a table. He's with it.
I got
that new announce table.
Gigi's not getting put like in pain at all in this situation. Just like, oh yeah, they'll do whatever you want. Like, not Gigi. Gigi's just like, nope. I'm just
because she's more valuable being outside the ring laughing at you. To get the rest of the crowd laughing at you for going to the table.
Fucked up. So fucked up.
Yeah, but I wouldn't laugh because that's evil. I'm his friend. I would be like, "Oh, damn."
Starts laughing immediately.
Yeah. I'm not laughing, but good for you.
Well, you can't be dead. You can't be dead. No way.
Ray? I think he's dead.
He'll be all right. He all die once in a while.
Fuck.
Just pour some water on him. Get him a can of corn.
Come on. Hurry.
Can of corn.
Oh.
But again, just for that, when it comes to this shit, it just boggles my mind, man. Because seeing the reaction to fucking Jey Uso or even Charlotte, shit, I saw people reacting to, oh, this was a ruined spot or this, and I'm just like, yo, enjoy fucking wrestling for a bit, please. Like, don't get me wrong. I reacted to, but I'm not gonna post that shit and be like, wow, out of all people to do number 30, knowing that people just made this speculation that AJ was gonna come back, you do Nikki Bella. It's like, fuck.
Nikki Bella.
I feel so bad for Nikki Bella because she got a reaction she shouldn't have gotten. That booze. You know what it is? It was Rey Mysterio that year that they wanted Bryan Danielson to win.
You really think that?
Do
you think that?
You didn't hear the booze?
I didn't. I mean,
she definitely got booed.
I heard some boos, but I also heard some cheering as well.
No, but there was a lot more boos than they were.
Yeah, I think they thought they were being cute because Cena's back at the Rumble. Nikki Bella's back at the Rumble. You know, they go hand in hand.
I don't know. Whatever it was, it led to boos, and I just felt bad. I'm like, Nikki don't deserve this.
Speaking of the Rumble, one more thing. This was a conversation in my house. When Charlotte Flair came out and got pyro, we were like, "Since when the fuck do people get pyro?" And then Roman Reigns came out and got pyro. And then AJ Styles came out and got pyro. In my head, I was like, there you go. Fuck it. She's not the only one that got pyro. Like, I felt validating that those two got pyro also.
I was waiting for Joe Hendry to get pyro.
Seriously.
Poor Joe Hendry. Out of all the spears, that was just like, damn. At least it was Roman.
Yeah.
It was that moment of like, because I even made the joke. I'm like, TNA is probably like, damn, they couldn't protect our champion. It's like, Roman Reigns did it. If anything, it's like,
that is protecting.
That's how you protect them. Like, you have the main guy do it. Like, out of everyone.
We could have Joe Hendry versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
No. I want Joe Hendry versus John Cena.
I do too. I just don't think it's happening at Mania.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
You know what's funny? And I hope it does because
I see it in the TNA.
I see it at Slammiversary.
I was thinking it's one of the TNA.
It's in New York. It's in New York. Biggest venue they're probably doing in a minute. I feel like they could do it July 20th.
If they go, Slammiversary is going to be on Netflix?
No.
Or Peacock?
No.
And okay, I would believe it.
It's gonna still be on just regular pay-per-view. Unfortunately.
I hear you, but I'm just saying if they turn around and say it's a special production and they got Netflix to show it, I'll believe John Cena will go to Slammiversary.
Because Netflix doesn't have a deal with TNA. They have a deal with WWE. So what they're going to do is they're probably just going to show the clips on Raw.
Unless
but I'm saying if they worked out a deal like, yo, since we're partners with them, can you show this shit too? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If they make it a big deal where now Peacock or Netflix is showing that pay-per-view, I will believe John Cena. But to buy that pay-per-view and John Cena be there, I wouldn't.
TNA's formula is just straight up pay-per-view live stream because they have their own partnership with whatever streaming service that they're currently using right now.
Fight, and then they have you still could buy it through normal pay-per-view as well, but Fight is their main source.
Yeah, Fight is their main source.
TNA's
like Thriller TV and whatnot.
Yeah. But again, the card even that they're having for that is setting up that it's like, I could believe a John Cena versus Joe Hendry match. Again, how it's in New York, which by the way, if anyone watching this is coming to New York for Slammiversary on July 20th, come that day before. Be in the tri-state area, make your way to Jersey. It's only maybe about 30 minutes from the UBS Arena or that surrounding area. Make your way to Ridgefield Park because we will be hosting Respect Live July 19th. Bell time is 8 p.m. Doors at more than likely 6 because I promoted it at 7, but more than likely we'll be opening doors a little earlier for some meet and greets and all that fun stuff. But again, get your tickets now for that event because who knows? With TNA being here that weekend, you never know who could show up at the Mecca. That's if you haven't already, get your tickets at tinyurl.com/respect25. Already announced the likes of Charles Mason versus Darius Carter, first time ever. We have Janai Kai, we have Sammy Chaos, Valentina Vasquez. Just announced this week, Eden will be in action. Smiley will be in action. Jared Diaz will be in action. Who's in action?
Thing will be in action.
Sting will not be in
Will
action.
not be in
Yeah.
action.
For the people who buy the tickets for the outside crowd, it will be Toetagz versus Sting in the street match.
There you go. If that happens, that's on y'all. Again, tickets are on sale right now.
Unsanctioned.
Tickets start at $20. Front row is $30. Get your tickets now because we have made the decision. If you do not get your tickets before day of the event, price is going up. But more than likely, those tickets are going to be gone because Gigi is going to kill me if I don't say this properly. When we sell out for July 19th, I will be going through said table that we've been talking about. So we got to get it to sell out. We have to be officially sold out by the day of the event. So we shall see what happens.
And if you want free tickets, just pay $50 at the gate and you get the free ticket.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, that defeats the purpose of the word free.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to
no,
pay
it
the
has
guy
to
for
pay the
his
back.
labor of giving
We
you
have
the
to
ticket.
sell things. We can't pay for $50, you know.
But there you
Oh,
go.
once you get the tickets, they're free. You do whatever you want with them.
So is that how like Peacock works? Like, hey, once you already pay the monthly, the pay per view is technically free.
Yo,
The
dude.
tickets for the show, right, Toe?
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, what show?
respect
Okay, just making sure.
on July 19th
All right.
From the
Just
Mecca.
making sure there's no
in the Mecca.
just making sure there's no Comic-Con tickets in there.
No.
I was gonna say Toe's about to give him tickets to the Mecca, but meanwhile it's actually Madison Square Garden. He's not gonna send him to the right Mecca.
Right.
They're like, hey, I told you you're going to the Mecca. I didn't tell you you were going to the right Mecca.
Listen, if you want a square Martin, that's an extra $10.
Oh man.
Ray is gonna go through a table when we sell out this event, July 19th.
Even if we don't.
It's gonna be a summer.
Oh, we gotta sell out. That is the deal. We have to sell out in order for me to go through this table. If we don't sell out, there's no table being broken on July 19th. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to clip this. You can clip this, you know. We'll clip this so we can make sure that the world knows, and we're gonna collab in this that Ray Sanchez from Respect the Craft podcast has said when we sell out July 19th, Respect at the Mecca in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, he will go through a table. The event has to completely sell out. So understand the importance of this so we can watch the man that would be of the hour for putting this amazing event together. That's right. That guy right there. It would be amazing to see our friend right here go through a table, because when he goes through a table, then ladies and gentlemen, we will know in that moment that we have sold out. And that's when Shane Fair is going to announce that this is a sold out event as you are laying
Record breaking.
wait a second. Wait a second.
through the
65,000
table.
people.
It's like, consider it this way, right? Consider it. It's like putting the ice bucket on the player after a good game of a good win, you know, and everything like that. So
Yeah.
for your W, you're not going to know it. We're going to know it. You're not going to know it, right? We're going to go ahead and get the table ready, and you're going to go through the table, and then that's when you're going to know that we have sold out.
Right in the middle of the main event.
Wait a second. I was about to say, so it could just happen whenever we officially sell out. That's when it happens.
That's it.
Listen, it can't happen at the very. Oh, we sold out. Get the tables. No. Because you know why? You know why? Because we can't. I mean, we can sell out, but we have to make sure that money's good. Boom, 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 and then we have to get the people. Okay, we have to get the people real quick. So it's like we still have to get from the door to the ring. you know, and then they on top of that backstage to get the person or the
Okay.
or the people, a group of people,
Okay.
many people.
Okay.
To
I was
bring
just
it to
making
the
sure. 'Cause I'm
table.
like, wait a second. We can't start the show with that, even if we do sell out.
No, 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 no.
I have a lot of things to do that day. Like,
No, no, no. It's like
Yeah.
listen, when we sell out, you know what that means? We could be in the third match in. And if we well, no, correction. If when we sell out,
That's right.
like she keeps saying,
no, I say if
actually,
because it could be within the third match or the fourth match. I'm just saying because people tend to run late on a Saturday.
you never know.
Okay,
No.
you know, I'm just saying. You know, so when we sell out, we have about 15 minutes, maybe 20, depending on where we're at with the match, to let it be known, to get the tables and the participants, including Shane, to announce that we have sold out.
Yep. And we reached an attendance record for the Mecca, 72,476 people.
What's the total capacity?
That's the total. Yeah, that's the total people that's in the show.
It's a lot of people.
What's the
Yeah.
Aren't there really?
Hey, if WWE can make up
what's the
numbers, so
legal-
can we.
what's the legal number?
50.
No, it's definitely higher than 50.
Definitely, it's definitely higher than 50.
Yeah, I think we could. I think legally capacity is at 600. I think.
So 1,200 people,
Yeah, 1,200 people in there.
Yeah.
bro.
Um,
We're gonna come. The cops are gonna come because we're gonna take over the whole block.
And there's about 200 free tickets
Wow.
that are just $50 each.
just to remind everyone, we will not be live technically tonight because it's already Friday, but we are back mañana with the Toe in the Show
Which is Saturday.
which is Saturday night.
Oh, that's right. It's Saturday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I will not be here for the Toe in the Show with Ray and Gigi show. I will be at Titan Championship Wrestling presents Wrestlers to the Rescue 2. We're doing a nice fundraiser event in Bayville, New Jersey, but the rest of the familia will have it taken care of here. They'll be talking about a real topic. Maybe I'll send over a nice little video to be like, hey, what are we talking about today? As long as it's not Krill's talking about some type of porn. But till then, don't forget
over the world.
Hey, if it's that works. But the porn one was just like that was random.
I'm just
yeah. But till then, don't forget, as always, hit that like, subscribe, all that good shit. Leave comments so that way, if you ever want us to talk about a certain subject, please do that. Subscribe as we're on that road to 1,000 subs this year. We're hoping to get that because we're on that. We're trying to get there, man. We're trying to make this so we can just keep doing this and not have to worry about real life shit. But till then, take us home, my guy.
But Damien, we didn't talk about it, but we'll get to it, I guess, whenever we get to it. But it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.